Hello everyone, welcome in, welcome in. I didn't know what to wear today, so I threw on something comfy. So we'll just have to be okay with that. I know it's a little different than what I usually wear, and for some reason I'm a little shakier than I usually am. My whole desk has decided it's just gonna shake everywhere. So we're just all gonna shake together, I guess. I don't know. We are playing Duck Detective: The Secret Salami today. I don't know anything about this game except for the fact that it is. We're shaking our groove thing. We're shaking something. The only thing I know about this game is that it's a mystery game and that you're a duck. That's all I got. Yes, my teal and my green. What you call it? I don't hear anything. That's a bad sign. Did my headphones not come on? Is it not? Oh, don't tell me it's not giving me our audio. That's not good. Come on now. What is happening? We have audio. Why do we not have audio? Did I turn it down all the way? Did I mess something up? Hang on. I may have accidentally turned the battery on the device down. Well, now it's playing out of the Switch. So there's clearly music to this section. I hope I don't have to reinstall something. I'm not seeing it. So sometimes what happens is the Elgato just going to let me. That's a problem because we all got to hear the nice jazzy music that just randomly popped up. All right, where is my input devices? Squeeze me. Where's the input device? No, I don't need to add a device. It's plugged in. I don't. I'm not trying to make it the default. I'm just trying to look at it. Okay. For some reason, it is not picking it up. And I should have checked for driver updates before I actually, went live. But that's what I'm doing in the background, in case you're wondering why I'm looking away from my everything. Okay, I'm up to date, so there's no reason it should be not listening to itself. Okay. Why, oh why? Let's see. Wow. Oh, I think I hear it. Okay, so apparently I had to disallow it and reallow it. I don't know why. All right, that's nice and jazzy. Okay. Because see, if I can't hear it, then y'all definitely can't hear it because it's supposed to play through my computer and into my headphones so that I can hear it, but it's also just supposed to play directly into the computer so that y'all can hear it too. So, Duck Detective: The Secret Salami. It is kind of quiet, that's true. I'm trying to make sure that my audio is up as well. Let's see. We don't want it to be story mode. Let's see. Okay, everything is up. That's good? Okay, cool. I did also raise my microphone volume, so if my microphone is really loud, I apologize. Just let me know and I can turn it back down. And we're gonna be all good. It's time for secrets and salamis. I'm excited. New game, please. New game. There we go. Would you like dialogue to auto-advance? No. Detective mode or story mode? Well, obviously... Oh. A smoother experience for fledgling detectives, more information provided when incorrect. Or, feel like a true detective, less information provided when incorrect. We're gonna do detective mode. Because story mode, boring. We're smart, we can figure it out.
Life wasn't easy.
This side is slipping for some reason. Oh. That was his voice. Okay. Sir, I didn't know you were going to have
a freshly divorced duck. Not able to pay next month's rent.
Wow. He sounds like he's been smoking for a long time.
Not that I had paid for it this month yet.
Okay.
My brain felt foggy. and I was trying to remember. Where did all my money go? I had to retrace last night's steps.
Okay. Did we go out and spend all our money or something? Deductions are a vital part of detectives' work. Find clue words by questioning persons and inspecting your surroundings. Enter clue words into the blank spaces to solve deductions. All right. The nest egg. Blank spent his or her last money on blank for blank. Okay. 5 more clues. The only clue we have is rent, which I doubt. Or 5 more clues. Okay. What about the other one? Can't go to the other one? Okay. Let's see.
I won't be needing this badge anymore. I guess I can keep it as a souvenir.
Alright, so we used to have a badge.
Interesting. My new job as the duck detective isn't going any better though.
Job. The duck detective. Added to clues.
Well, if things keep going badly, I can always sell it online.
That's probably not safe. Oh, look at me. I waddle around, and I was able to interact with the trash can.
No messages.
Okay. What kind of messages? Like text messages or voice messages?
This fresh smell. Oh, sweet, spongy loaf. Oh, you keep me safe at night.
What? Is he, like, freaking out about bread?
I can't believe Anna actually filed the divorce papers.
Oh. Anna was added to clues.
Second overdue notice. I wonder at what point they start kicking people out.
Probably, like, at number 3. Oh.
I took that photo of her in a secluded tulip field. We spoke for hours under the stars that night. And now, she doesn't even answer my texts.
Aw.
I have everything I need to solve this now.
Yeah, totally. The duck detective spent his or her last money on... You love his voice? Nice. Bread, rent, or tulips? Is it tulips for Anna? No, 2 or fewer things are wrong. Bread. For the detective. Okay.
Not my proudest moment.
Okay, so he spent his last money on bread for himself. I thought it would have been tulips for his divorced wife, but... Or his estranged wife, but nope.
The toast helps me to forget.
The toast helps him to forget, y'all. Oh, my phone's ringing. I'm coming. Oh, look, we got a new sprite. Oh my god.
Duck now.
It's not gonna be Anna.
I haven't had a slice of bread in weeks.
Oh, so bread is a bad thing. Got it.
You have to believe me!
Oh my god.
Oh.
It's not Anna.
Yeah, you're speaking to the duck detective.
This poor duck.
Let's discuss this in person. Now, be there in an hour.
Okay. Alright, buddy. Good luck. He's... Wow. If you drop a duck, it will always land pointing north. I didn't know that.
I spent more than half of my remaining cash on the bus fare.
Ooh. Hopefully this job pays well.
And here I was, in front of their bus office. Some sort of rundown call center.
Aw.
I better crack this case, or I won't even have enough money to make it back home.
That's so sad. Alright. I want to gather some clues. Actually, I just want to again. Oh, we could just be a menace and just knock things around. Heck yeah. We're doing our deductions before we even go into the place. I love that I'm like a little papercraft figure, just kind of wandering around this world. Honestly, I kind of love that. Would we look different if like the game gives us costumes or something? Oh, there's a person there. I don't know what this is right here. Yeah.
I'm staying here until I get my money back.
Oh.
Bear bus? Huh, more like scam bus.
Please give me more details.
You, sound unhappy.
You bet I am.
Okay.
Their stupid buses always arrive late.
Okay.
I came back from a work trip to the west and arrived here at 3 in the morning.
Okay.
And they don't even want to give me a refund.
How much did you pay?
2 schmark.
That's why you arrived at 3 in the morning. Spirit Airlines, y'all.
But that's not the point. It's about the principle.
Spirit Airlines. You paid super, super cheap prices, and then you got there whenever they got you there. Okay. Friend, please. Have respect for yourself. Stop standing outside in the rain. Aw, I like that the leaves react when you walk through them. I like that the environment is interactable, despite the fact that we're all little papercraft dudes. That's very cool, actually. Alright, let's read the sign, because it has a glowy thing.
New bus route starting in August. Visit the scenic mountains of South Siccia. I'd always tell Anna we'd go there one day.
Oh my goodness. We're gonna hear so much about his estranged wife. I mean, on the one hand, at least she's not dead. You know what I mean? Like, she's not deceased or any of that. She's just estranged. They're just getting a divorce. Ooh.
This office looks like it'll worsen my depression.
Okay. Fantastic. Not that I thought this was going to be a lighthearted romp for children, but, okay, that's what we're getting into. Fantastic. Ducks share 95% of their genetic makeup with bananas. They share it.
I could already tell based on her face that the receptionist was a tough one.
Okay.
She wouldn't make life easy for me. But I had to make my way into the office.
I mean, if they set up an appointment for you, wouldn't you just tell her, hey, I've got an appointment with such and such? And then it will be fine? Oh, trash can. Oh, that just says stay out, no, all kinds of stuff. Can I just go in here?
It's locked.
I literally just told you need to stay out.
You didn't tell me anything, actually. I haven't come
I'm
to
the
you
duck
yet.
detective. I'm here to investigate a case.
Okay. Do you
She's
work
sitting there
here?
texting. No, I'm a detective.
No.
Well, then I can't let you in.
Ma'am, I'm a detective.
But I've been hired by someone from their bus.
Who hired you?
That's a good question.
I didn't catch their name.
What a detective we are.
Listen, buddy. You better get out of here, or I'll have to call security.
There's always
mean-
more to people than you might think. I should
Okay.
take a closer look and figure out what she's about.
Okay. So it said to press Y, and then I get something different. If I press A, I just talk to her again. Use the magnifying glass to find clues, and press A to uncover them. Oh. Keychain, boy band, K-pop fan. Very cool. Name tag. Last name, Wintheimer. Oh. She's sad. Okay, what is she sad about? And why is K-pop fan not yellow like the other two? Is it more than that? Is there like something more than just... I'm inspecting her very carefully. Maybe the K-pop fan thing is unconfirmed. Maybe that's the thing. I don't see anything on her desk that I can look at. Can I go on
It
this one?
says server room. It's locked.
Yeah. Okay. So we know that she's sad and her last name is Windheimer, but we also know she's a K-pop fan, and I don't know how that makes a difference. This is a cat on the desk. Ooh. I swear to God, if someone steals my mug again, I'll end them. Stolen mug. It's Sophie's birthday next Thursday, just saying. Laura from CS is way too loud. I can hear her keyboard all the way to my desk. Okay. And this is the suggestions box. There's got to be another clue here somewhere, but I don't see one. Oh, the word birthday. Got it. Okay, Sophie, Laura, birthday. So if her name is Sophie,
These
then
are
it
quite
could be her
mundane.
birthday. Yes.
I'm surprised nobody wrote something more scandalous.
It's a suggestion box at an office. It's important to work out a suspect's name to crack the case. Okay. Enter their first and last name into your slots below their portrait. Enter their first and last name into the slots below their portrait in your journal's suspect page. Okay. I don't know what her first name is, but we know what her last name is for sure. Her first name is either Laura or Sophie. Blank is feeling sad because blank has blank. Her blank. Just go back. What is today? Investigation. September. Smiley, happy. Okay. September 7th. Which is today. If this is Monday, it's Tuesday, Wednesday. Today would be Thursday, if that's the case. Let's see. Giraffe. Cute. Okay. Why did I need to know it was cute?
Tomorrow
That's
is
silly.
Friday.
Okay, so today is
Need to
Thursday.
remember to collect my dry cleaning. I should
Okay.
be able to deduce her name now.
So, if she is in fact it's Sophie's birthday Thursday, or next Thursday, just saying, she could be sad because somebody forgot her birthday. What button is that? I pressed Y, and he just... Oh my goodness, that's so cute. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. What button am I supposed to be pushing? I don't know. Oh, apparently it's the directional pads. Quack button, love that feature. Heck yeah, almost as good as the honk button in Untitled Goose Game. The game is complete. Love it. Okay, if her name is Sophie Windheimer, then Sophie is feeling sad because people has her... No. People has... Oh, nobody has remembered her birthday. I was like, because people forgot? We didn't have
That's
forgot,
why
we had
she's
remembered.
making such a face. I should try
Aww.
and cheer her up.
What are we just gonna do? Tell her happy birthday?
You're still here?
Happy birthday!
I'm just here to wish you a happy birthday.
How did you know?
Just another one of Duck Detective's great deductions.
Somehow he was able to speak deductions out loud where you could tell there was a K in it. Fantastic.
Huh? Anyway, that was really nice of you.
Sure.
No one else remembered. Can you believe it?
What was that accent?
If you know my birthday, you must have a connection to someone here. Here's the key card to the office.
Okay. So because we knew her birthday, she's like, oh, you must know somebody here. So she let us in. All right. Did you know there are an average of 5 ducks per square mile? Mild squared. These are very silly facts. I don't know if any of them are real.
The stained carpets and peeling wallpaper exuded a stench of stale coffee and abandoned dreams.
Much like a call center.
I knew I couldn't stay long, or it would rub off on me.
Would rub off on him. Interesting.
This is the last straw!
What was that sound you made before then?
Fredersen needs to be fired!
Oh my god.
I'll see what I can do.
Fredersen has really upset this person.
Who are you? Do you have a problem?
No?
If you have one, just call our damn hotline.
Oh.
I'm Eugene McQuacklin, the Duck Detective. A client hired me to investigate a case.
Why didn't you just say so? It's time we put an end to the awful lunch death.
Okay.
All we need to fire him is some evidence from the upper management.
Okay.
I'll be in my office.
Alright.
First, I had to find out who works here and what their jobs are.
So this game was
I needed to
available
find my
on
client as
the...
well.
Obviously I'm playing it on my Switch, but this game was available on the Nintendo eShop and it was on sale for under $10 because it's normally, I think, about 10 and it was on sale for like 8 or something. I think it was like a, hey, we just released our game, promotion kind of thing. If I remember correctly, it's available on Steam, so...
Thankfully, I remembered the piece of paper I had in my jacket from taking notes during the call.
Oh, we actually took notes. Okay. We didn't get their name, but we took notes. Okay. Hooray! The client. Blank hired the duck detective because her blank was blank by a coworker known as blank. Okay. So somebody hired us because their lunch was stolen. Our suspects, blank the giraffe. So Sophie the giraffe works as a, I don't know. The bear is blank and he is the blank. The cat works in blank. You've seen people play this lately and wonder if it was getting good. It seems pretty cute so far. The detective has a gravelly detective voice. The crocodile called blank works in the blank. Okay. So there's just a few people we have to learn about. I have no idea if this is the whole mystery. So, fair warning that this may be like a one-shot kind of game. Okay, I can't go in there yet.
The 2 desks on this side look unused.
Okay. There's only one desk, but it's fine. She answers a call.
This is Bear Bus. How can I help you? This is the 3rd time you're calling. I'm telling you, your ex-wife did not cancel your booking.
She
looks busy. She also looks really upset. Okay, so there's a key. There's the clue thing that we're going to use in a second. And then, of course, we can talk to her again. We're going to look for clues. Oh, my God. Look at those eyeballs. She's an insomniac. Interesting. Different brand, own headset. She's dedicated. Okay. So instead of using the cheap one that it comes with, she got her own. Oh. Bad habits. She doesn't sleep. She's an insomniac, but she's dedicated. Oh. It's so much worse under the thing. Okay. Wait, so what's the key button? Oh. We can ask her about things. Interesting.
The PC is on, but the person who works at this desk seems to be on a break. They only have a single person answering the hotline right now?
I mean,
That's surprising.
it's probably not. Okay. So this is a person. She is posing. Whitlock. Okay. So we know there's some sort of like sheep or alpaca or something. Her last name is Whitlock. Password hint. Me and sexy aliens? What? Password. Me and sexy aliens. Okay, that's what that says. Yeah. All right.
I wonder if there are clues to her password. I don't think I have enough information to crack it yet.
So we're gonna just bust into somebody's computer. That's fine. Whee. Look at this cute little design. Like I'm a little duck, and I'm just like a little papercraft duck just wandering around. Very cute. That says come in, so it's gotta be somebody important. Okay. Okay. Cheerful cat. Layout. Lazy. Because it says insert photo here, and there's no photo. Stop with the post-its. Freddy sucks. Who's Freddy? Employee of the month. Fantastic. Okay. So somebody was supposed to put up Rufus Cedarus? And we'll get Rufus, of course. So they were supposed to put up a picture for Employee of the Month, and instead they just did insert photo here and then stuck a drawing of somebody.
I'm not sure I'd feel particularly appreciated.
Fantastic. I don't even work here. They have a kitchen,
And
okay.
here must be the crime scene. First, I want to find out who the people in the office are. It will
Fair
make
enough.
things easier in the long run.
Okay.
I'll need to remember to write everything down in my deductions.
Deductions. Very silly. Okay, there's an office here. More things for me to knock over. Alright. Bearbus. Brezel. Oh, it's a station. Okay. This is the new one. Salsicia. Escargot is apparently around the corner. And Hollandaise. Are they all foods? I don't actually know.
Their buses don't go very far.
Fits the bill achieved. Okay, cool. Buses added to clues, I guess.
It's a list of all the bus drivers. The most busy driver out of all four seems to be Petrovich.
Okay. Expensive West currency. Salami, high quality. Spotless, good condition. Okay.
That's a lot of salami.
Is that the focus of our issue here? Let's look at it real close. Thick glasses, strong prescription, bad eyesight. I mean, he is a crocodile. I don't think they have particularly good eyesight. Let's see. Just looking him over. Velcro shoes. Lame. Okay. Okay. Laura. Oh, you're not Laura. You're not Laura. What are you doing with that mug?
I'm the only one here in the operating office. Can you imagine? I plan all the bus
Yeah.
routes and make sure the buses are on time.
Okay.
Isn't that so cool?
Sure.
Don't you have an angry customer shouting outside about the buses being late?
It's his entire job to make sure the buses run on time, and he's not good at it.
Really?
Yes. It's happening right now. Let's ask him... No, I don't want to ask him about that. So he's using someone else's mug, but he has bad eyesight. So that could be why he would grab somebody else's mug. But there was a note complaining about it, so... Let's see what we got. Alright, so we don't know his name, but we know it's not Laura. We don't know her name, we don't know his name, and there's 3 other people we have not met yet.
I shouldn't go outside yet.
Oh,
I need to find out who the people in this office are first.
I didn't
remember
think that
to
was the
write down
outside.
their professions and my deductions.
Nope. No idea. I thought that was another office. Come in. Don't mind if I do. Ducks sleep with one eye open because crime never sleeps.
The dimly lit rooms seem to promise well-kept secrets and rumors.
Ooh. Air Ernest. Well, look around. It says #1 dad on his
What a
desk.
fancy nameplate. It says Ernst.
Alright, Ernst. What is your...
It's a letter for an application for a promotion to senior customer service agent.
Okay.
Signed by L. Ernst.
Oh, angst. Alright.
What are you doing with my family's portrait?
I'm looking at it.
Sorry.
Okay, we're not allowed to talk to it, but we are allowed to look at it. Kids! Identical age, so they're twins. Okay. Got twins. They're both happy. Very nice. Framed, high quality. Alright. I was kind of trying to get some info on the wife here, but no dice, I guess. Is there not like a thing? Oh. Shiny. Alright. Nothing. Okay. I guess we'll just whoosh over this thing till we find something else. Oh. Oh, it's a safe. That's why he yelled at us. Got it.
Normal to have a huge painting of your family in your office?
It could be. I can't see the thing here, but it's a safe. It's definitely a safe if it has a hinge.
How are the detective things going, Mr. Detective?
They're going.
It's Mr. McQuacklin.
Right.
McQuacklin.
Apologies.
Heck yeah. Our name is McQuacklin. Alright.
Are you planning
Right.
on staying in my office much longer?
I'm talking to you, dude.
I'll have to inspect the entire premise to do my job correctly.
Right?
Well, hurry up.
Okay. Grumpy old grump. Look at his angry forehead. Angry brow. Stern. Okay, or he's a jerk. Alright. An expensive tie. He must be the branch manager. Very cool. Looking at your shoes, dude. Ooh. A stain. Oh, it's baby food. He's a family man. Very nice.
You're still
Still here.
Feeling you're not enjoying my company.
not particularly.
Okay. So we know that his name is Ernst. So we know his first name, even though it won't let me do that for some reason. Maybe it's his last name.
It says
Maybe it's his last name, actually. Ah, there we go. Ernst. And then we don't know his first name, but we know it's not Laura. And we don't know her first name or last name, but she's very dedicated, and somebody named L. Angst applied to be a senior person, so could be her. Ducks are excellent skateboarders. Oh, I love the fun facts. Those are nice. This person's still here. Or still gone. It's me and sexy aliens. I was trying to see if there was maybe like a something, but nope. Can I talk to you now?
This is Bear Bus. How can I help you? Your yarn ball is still on the bus? Which route were you on?
Wow. Very busy. Can I ask you about her?
What is your relationship with Sophie Windheimer?
Excuse me for a second. Oh man, I don't know how I'd survive the office without her. Sucks that she's at the reception. I would have loved to have her in the office. I'm back. Yes, please collect your toddler from the bus station.
Wow.
I need to ask you some questions.
No, I'm sorry. You can't take your 12 trombones on the bus. What? Can't you see I'm talking to a customer? It's company policy. Nothing I can do. Goodbye.
Wow. She
Do you
is
know
very good at her
anything
job.
about who called me here?
What are you talking about? Listen, I have a million more emails to answer, and there are 50 people in the phone queue. I have worked 10 days in a row, including 3 night shifts. And Manfred still doesn't want to give me a raise!
Manfred. Okay, that must be the boss's name.
Just leave me in peace!
So, you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
any clues for me?
She's gonna kill me. I better run. Thank you, very angry woman. Fantastic.
Oh, hello. How are you, Mr. Duck Detective?
Interesting. Okay, so his name is Manfred. Alright, let's talk to you about Manfred.
What do you know about Manfred Ernst?
I think he likes me. He's the only one who doesn't shout at me.
Interesting.
Do you have any idea who picked me to investigate?
No idea, but I'm so happy you're here. I have a copy of your book. The early bird catches the criminal.
I think it might have been him.
Can you sign it?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Woo! Thanks so much, Mr. Duck Detective.
Maybe he'll be more cooperative because we did him a solid.
I won't
and we signed his
ever
book.
forget this. This will become a core memory.
A core memory, okay. Alright. We're already so done with this man. We've literally only looked at him and asked him like 2 questions. We are so done with him. Alright, so there's still 3 people we don't know. 1 person whose thing we need to like get into. We need to figure out who framed the Sophie Giraffe works as a receptionist. The bear is Manfred, and he is the branch manager. Somebody the cat works in customer service. Crocodile is called Blank, and he works in the operating office, because he told us that. And then I still have to figure out what the cat's name is and what the crocodile's name is. Maybe we can ask Sophie. Hey Sophie, who are these people? Contrary to popular belief, most ducks don't file their taxes. Hey Sophie.
So, do you have an idea who would have hired me?
It's about the incident, isn't it? sorry. No idea.
Okay. Just talk to her about
I'm
random.
so bored. I don't understand why such a small office needs a reception. I'm just here to keep the angry customers out.
Fair enough. Can I go in here?
It says server room. It's locked.
Sophie, I want to go in here. No? Okay. So this is lit up as if we do know somebody. Maybe she's L Angst. Maybe she's L Angst. And then he is it Freddy? So he's either the like the employee of the month, or he's the other guy. But we have like other names we have to figure out. We have several other characters, 3 more in fact, that we need to find names for. So
The PC is on. But they only
be
have
on a
a
break.
single. That's surprising.
that's surprising. Yes. Okay. So this person's name is Whitlock. So we know that there is a Whitlock somewhere. Me and sexy aliens. No clue, honestly. Okay. So we know there's a Whitlock, and we know that Whitlock is not either of those two. But it won't give me a profile for them, so I don't know. Maybe I can talk to her about the boss.
What do you think about Manfred Ernst?
Oh, he's a great guy. I just wish I'd finally get a raise. Yes, sorry, this is Bear Bus. Your bus will be 3 hours late.
Bless me. Okay. Let's talk to Manfred. Maybe he'll tell us something about Laura, unless her name isn't Laura.
What do you know about Laura Angst?
Oh, we were right. Okay.
Oh, she's a fantastic employee. She basically does the work of 5 people.
So why don't you pay her more?
Was it you who called me?
No, I never heard of you before.
That's unusual.
Interesting.
It's good you're here, since there has been some unrest.
Okay. Interesting. Ducks were the first species to abolish the monarchy. What are these fun facts? Alright, so let's see. It says Freddy sucks. Employee of the month is Rufus Cedarus. So it stops with the post-it notes. There's like a cat or bat or something. And then there's looks like a bird with a hat, and it says fixed. So I'm assuming a bird with a hat is probably the other person.
The 2 desks on this side.
Oh,
Look,
we already read that.
it's a
And
list of the
is
most
bus
busy
drivers.
driver-
Petrovic. Okay. So he's not a bus driver, so he can't be Petrovic. He's not Whitlock because Whitlock is a llama-looking thing. I don't think he is Cedarus, the employee of the month, so I think he's Frederson. But then my only 2 first name options are Freddy and Rufus. Are you Freddy Frederson? Is that how that works? Oh, I can't ask you about yourself. If I get it wrong, does it tell me, or...?
Can you tell me more about Freddy Frederson?
Let me put you on hold while I find the route for you. Freddy?
Uh-oh.
He gets paid more than me. Can you imagine that?
Nope, can't imagine a thing.
What an incompetent waste of office space.
Oh, my god.
Hello, this is Laura again. I checked the bus routes and found that.
Okay! Okay, so he is not very well liked at all. Let's go ask the boss about him. There are no ducks on the moon. Good time. Oh, can't ask the boss about him. What about Sophie? Can I ask her about him? Laura hates him. She is very, very blunt about the fact that she does not like him. And he makes more than her. Can we believe that?
What
about
can you
Laura?
tell me about Laura Angst?
Laura needs to chill out. I do love her, but if she keeps living like this, she'll have a heart attack by 23.
Fair enough. Okay. Can
Oh my
we answer your
God.
questions?
I love these KTS memes Laura keeps sending me.
BTS instead of BTS. Fantastic. Okay. So somehow Laura is able to answer emails, answer all these calls, and still send memes to the receptionist. Laura is just the best, is what I'm hearing. Why wasn't she Employee of the Month then? It said ducks can stay underwater for up to 72 hours. She answers
This
the
is
call.
Bear Bus. How can I help you? Ugh, this is the third time you're calling. Your ex-wife did not cancel.
She
Looks busy. Okay. Yeah, when it started repeating itself, I figured that was what was going on.
I'm the only one here in the operating office. I plan all the bus routes and make sure the buses are on time.
But they're not.
Isn't that so cool?
I like that the name used to be question mark, but now it's Freddy
Don't
because we
you
figured
have
out
an
his
angry
name.
customer shouting outside about the buses being late?
Really?
Yes, really. Wow. I don't know what the deal is with the salamis. Okay. Do I have enough to actually, like, solve something? It says I do. Oh yeah, the names. That's all I was waiting for. Alright. We figured out the suspects.
Now that I
guess.
had worked out these names, I was ready to check out the crime scene. Let's see where that lunch got stolen from. Then I could finally talk to my client.
Excuse me. I breathed funky. We still need to get in that computer, I think. Alright. Ducks are named after Sir Geoffrey Duck.
As soon
who
as I
invented
entered the kitchen,
something.
the comforting waft of cheap white toast entered my nostrils. I knew I had to stay strong.
Oh my god.
This wasn't what I was here for.
Can't be stealing people's toast.
Stop eating the icing! Can't you wait a couple hours?
Margaret, if it wasn't for these pants almost bursting, I'd have this for breakfast every day.
Wow.
Yes, yes, and you can have it and so much more later, when we're done preparing.
Alright, that's not suspicious at all. Let's see. Hungry? Get your own lunch. Interesting. Angry note. Looking for editor unpaid. That appears to be a picture of a giraffe and a cat being buddies with like sunglasses. Halloween party. Cancelled. Oh no! Budget cuts. Ooh,
Office parties are a bad idea anyway.
that's so
They
sad.
stopped doing them at the precinct after the, jam incident.
The jam incident. Ooh. What could have happened? Alright, I'm just like barging in here, just looking at all our stuff.
Gross. I doubt they washed their hands after leaving that greasy handprint.
Ew. Margaret. Why is it covered in electricity? Thanks for the food, Salami Bandit. RS. Can I not get the RS part? Okay. Oh, that's the print that I'm looking at, and this is the Salami Bandit. Okay.
So, this must be the crime scene. This note is curious.
Interesting. Okay, let's start with you. You are the person whose computer got left open. You are impeccably well groomed, impeccable hair. Heck yeah. Oh, she's a baker. She's motherly. Okay, if you say so. Oh. She usually wears a wedding ring, but she's not wearing it. Divorced. Motherly, divorced, and well-groomed. Interesting. Now let's look at you. So this is our employee of the month. He is a penguin. He's got hands. Nice. I was worried he was just gonna have toolbox. He's the janitor. Okay, that makes sense. A sticker. Sci-fi fan. Of course he is. Penguins are the best. I mean, penguins are pretty great. Worker shoes. Practical person. Alright, so he's a sci-fi fan, he's a practical person, and he's a janitor. Alright, let's talk to her first. Oops.
Yes, dear?
I'm Eugene McQuacklin, detective, and I need to ask some questions.
A detective? How exciting!
Alright.
What's the most gruesome murder you've seen?
Oh my god.
How many dead bodies have you encountered?
5 little pigs, teething turtles, leave. 5 little pigs.
No one died, but I investigated a case once where 5 little pigs robbed a bank.
Okay.
Caught them red-handed and got myself an article in the Goose Times.
The Goose Times.
They called it the piggy bank case.
Did someone get shot?
What? No!
Beaten up?
Ma'am.
No.
Alright, she's a little weird. That's fine, I guess.
Dishwasher's broken again. What's
Okay.
wrong with these youngsters?
Alright, he's got an accent.
Don't know how to treat things with respect. Why would they put the mugs in face up?
Wow. You're supposed to put mugs in face down.
Do you get along with Manfred Ernst?
He's a stubborn one. I do respect that.
What about
Did
Freddy?
you say you enjoy Freddy Fredderson's, company?
Huh?
That's a no.
If anyone needs to learn to respect their elders, it's that moron.
I'm a private detective, and I'm here to investigate a
He
case.
definitely didn't hire us.
Is that so?
I need to find my client. Do you know who it could be?
Yeah, Freddy's a bit of a weird one, so I'd imagine you would call detective.
Nice.
Personally, I feel we're doing just fine, and don't need no messing about our business around here.
Okay. So he wants us to stay out of it, but he won't directly say that.
What do you
Alright.
think of Sophie Windheimer?
She doesn't have the easiest life, you know. She just had a terrible breakup with her ex.
Oh.
But don't tell anyone.
Oh, I'm definitely telling everyone.
Can you tell me anything about Laura Engst?
Oh, she's such a hard-working girl. I heard she secretly studies for her online bachelor's during work.
Ooh.
You need to keep this a secret, though.
Why are you telling me everybody's business? I literally just walked in
anyone
here with a
here who
detective hat,
fired me?
and she is just telling me everything I could want to know.
To be honest, everyone was quite shocked by the lunch theft. And no one told me they've called a detective. I don't know what's going on at all.
Wow. Okay. There's something not right about her. Alright, so we know that he is Rufus, because he's the, what you call it? the employee of the month. And then she is probably Margaret Whitlock. We know it's Whitlock, but she's probably Margaret Whitlock. All right, can I ask you about him? I can.
Are you getting along with Rufus Sedaris?
You know,
Sedaris.
the two of us are from the older generation, which means
Okay.
we understand each other well.
All right, are you
He
dating?
is quite harsh towards the younger ones, though.
Are you dating? I need to know.
What is your relationship with Margaret Whitlock?
Ah, she's a true sweetheart. We have our weekly mahjong evenings.
Mahjong evenings, huh? I think maybe. There are over 1,000 ducks. Wow. Great. Fun fact. I think maybe Mahjong evenings might be some code for something. Oops. Wrong button. Ooh, ask
What
about
is
Rufus.
Rufus Sedaris like?
Not the greatest
Then how did he make employee of the month?
but he came with the building.
Oh, okay. So how did he make employee of the month then? Most trendy duck hairstyle is the mullet, followed closely by the afro. Alright. Let's ask this ball of nerves something. Nope, just kidding. How about him? What do you think of Margaret?
What can you tell me about Margaret Whitlock?
She gets really angry with me when I don't return mugs to the kitchen.
You have all the mugs.
Why don't you just return them?
I do! Just not every day.
So he is stealing people's mugs because he's dirty to all the mugs. Interesting. Alright, let's ask her about Margaret.
How are you getting on with Margaret Whitlock?
She's sweet and all, but she can't keep her mouth shut. It
She did
seems
tell us
like
about your
the
ex.
office knows more about my personal life than me.
Interesting.
I'm so bored. I don't understand why. I'm just here to keep
So you're to
the
keep the your customer. Okay. So we don't get to ask her about her ex. I guess we don't get to ask anybody about anything. You can't take the pond out of the duck. All right. What do we know? Do we know anything? We don't. Client. Somebody hired the duck detective because his or her lunch was stolen by a coworker known as the Salami Bandit? I don't know who it was. Somebody hired us, but we don't know who. We've just barely started figuring out what the... Ooh, hello. Out in the rain.
The cold air ruffled my feathers, and I wondered what kind of sorry soul was standing all alone in the rain.
Somebody we need to talk to, I'm sure. Hey, dude. Boris. Okay. So, Boris Petrov? Oh. What's, what am I... Well-proportioned nose. Handsome. Oh. I was trying to figure out what was going on with his face. Because he's got like a weird face thing going on there. Hands in pockets. Bad manners. Alright, so he's handsome, but he's got terrible manners. Okay.
Hey man, this isn't the bus stop. You'll have
Okay.
to walk south to the central bus station.
I'm not here for that.
What? I'm not here to take a bus.
Interesting.
Someone left their bag here. Ugh. It's full of dirty gym clothes.
Ew. Adding this to the case files. Okay. Duffel bag. Oh, it disappeared. Ask him about... Oh, we can ask him about the duffel bag.
What do you think of Sophie Windheimer?
Man, I wish she'd let me talk to her.
Why won't she?
Do you, like Freddie Frederson?
I don't think anybody does. Why does he still work here?
He's a pretty funny dude.
Oh, okay. He likes him.
Loves to rant about detective novels.
Okay.
What do you know about Rufus Sedaris?
I don't think he likes me very much, to be honest. But then, doesn't feel like he likes anyone at this office.
He likes Margaret.
Except for Margaret, I guess. Do you think they have a thing going on?
Yes.
I don't work here.
I thought you were a
But yes.
detective.
Right? We actually didn't introduce ourselves.
I'm investigating a case here at Bearbus.
Oh, do you mean the lunch that got stolen?
Yes.
Exactly. You know who called me?
Nah, too busy minding my own business. I don't talk much with the customer service folks.
So we still don't know who it was.
Do you know anything about this bag?
Oh, it's really strange. Things in it disappeared. And others appeared.
What?
Very suspicious.
What are you even talking about?
Okay, so there was some stuff in it, but then it vanished, and
Is
different
this
things
your
appeared in it.
bag?
No.
Everyone here is being really unhelpful.
Yeah. Because they didn't call us. Okay. So we have a random bag in our pockets now. We have, I hastily wrote this before heading to the client's address. A bag filled with gym clothes. It reeks. So we've still got stuff to gather. And of course, we need more money so we can make it to the return trip. We need some other stuff too. Alright, bag of salami. Birthday calendar. The suggestion box. See, there's some stuff that's not yellow. Which I thought meant it wasn't, like, true or the end of it or something. But it doesn't seem to have any way for me to change it, so I don't know. Is he the only thing out here? I mean, we have his name, I guess. Because his first name is Boris, obviously. And he must be Petrovic because he drives a bus. Oh. More suspects. Okay. Margaret, the sheep, works in customer service, I guess. The penguin is Rufus. He works as the janitor. Boris the buffalo is a bus driver. Nice. We found out all
Now
the
that I had
suspects.
everyone's name and job, it would be easier to figure out what was going on.
Ducks in a row. Achieved. Alright. Somebody hired me because their lunch was stolen by a coworker known as the Salami Bandit. But I don't know who hired me. I could say Bearbus, but that's the company. That's not what's going on. Ducks are the only bird that can fly backwards. I don't think ducks can fly backwards. Okay, so basically everyone has said they didn't hire us. But he knows who I am, and he's a fan of ours, so... Let's just
Do you
get
get
all this stuff
along
done.
with Boris Petrovich?
He's a chill guy. I take the bus sometimes to go to bouldering conventions, and then we get to chat.
Bouldering conventions? What is a bouldering convention?
Is this your bag?
Huh? No, mine's over there.
The one with all the salami?
Yeah,
Why do you need so much salami?
that's not mine. It was just there. A really nice surprise.
Okay, so the Salami Bandit, and then salami just appeared in his bag? Either somebody's trying to frame him, or he's really, really dumb. I think they're gonna fire him at the end of this, honestly. Ducks sleep with one eye open because crime never sleeps. We love that one. That's one of my favorites so far. Alright, ask about the gym bag.
Do you know whose bag this is?
Isn't that Freddy's?
Interesting.
Do you know anything about this bag?
Why are you going around pushing bags into people's faces?
Because it's a detective game.
Ugh, what's that awful smell?
It's, dirty gym clothes.
Gross. Nice. 95% of their genetic makeup with bananas. Hydrate. Amazing. Let's ask him about.
What can you tell me
Boris
about
Petrovich?
Boris Petrovich?
He's, not the most reliable worker.
Okay.
But it's difficult finding replacements nowadays.
Interesting. So we still don't know who hired us. I guess we could just put the bear bus, and the bear bus hired me, but that's not really specific enough. Alright.
What
Boris?
kind of a person is Boris Petrovich?
I mean, he wants to talk to her, and she says no.
Ugh,
Oh?
I don't know what I saw in him.
Oh.
I mean, I guess he's good looking, but my god, is he boring.
Oh, is that her ex? Oh, interesting. We're still missing some clues. Contrary to popular belief, most ducks don't file their taxes. Alright, nothing new here.
This is Bear Bus. How can I help you? Which
Alright, cool. Talk to him again.
Oh, how are you, Mr. Duck Detective? I'm the only one here in the operating office. Can you imagine? I plan all the bus routes and make sure that...
Isn't
Don't
that
you
cool?
have an
Don't you have an angry customer outside?
really?
Okay. So, more than likely, Freddy called us, but his lunch doesn't seem to be stolen. He's got all that salami. So, ducks were the first species to abolish the monarchy.
Surely you must have some interesting stories.
Teething girl,
I
I guess.
almost died that one time when I got myself into trouble with the Teething Turtles Mafia.
Wow.
That incident taught me to stay away from beautiful ladies in red.
Okay.
Did they break your kneecaps?
Ma'am.
Huh? No! You can see that I can walk just fine.
Do I have kneecaps? She is something.
Maybe I should leave the dishwasher broken for a bit.
Yeah, maybe.
That'll teach them a lesson.
Will it? Alright. We looked through all this.
Gross. I doubt they washed their hands after leaving that grease.
So there's a couple of greasy handprints around. One of them has claws. There's not really anything else for us to look at. The only thing I can think of is that we put that Bear Bus hired us. 2 or fewer things are wrong. Okay. The Salami Bandit! No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know who hired us. The only person who seems to have heard of us was Freddy, so I guess we could put him, but he's got Salami. His stuff isn't missing. I guess Freddy. Nope. Freddy hired Dr. Taffy because his or her lunch was stolen by a coworker known as the Salami bag. Because his or her mug was stolen, framed. Okay. I don't know. So lunch party framed, bag birthday, seen, mug stolen, heard. Okay. Laura? Oh. I was gonna say, she seems angry, but she didn't seem to react when I said somebody hired us.
I needed to discuss the case with her.
Why was it Laura?
You're
I don't know
my
what would have
client?
led me to that conclusion.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
Right? How would I
Put you
know?
on hold for a second. What? Well, you should have told me. You're the duck detective.
I did!
What are you? I'm a duck. I'm wearing a trench coat.
So, is Freddy getting fired or what?
I'm, working on it.
Interesting.
Ugh. It can't be that hard.
I was literally just gonna start plugging names in, so...
Sorry, I'm back. Yes, let me walk you through the booking process.
It was time that I found out what happened with the lunch theft. And
Alright.
what they were planning in the kitchen.
Blank is planning a blank 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 for blank. Okay. That seems pretty obvious. I would think that Margaret's planning a surprise birthday party. For Sophie. So surprise birthday party. Mostly because she said, oh, she was like talking about icing and all that kind of stuff. So easy. Perfect. Duck
Margaret was
approved.
planning a surprise birthday party for Sophie. I
Yes.
see. They didn't actually forget her birthday.
That's nice. Can we talk to Margaret about it? Say, hey Margaret, I know about your surprise birthday party. Is the mullet? Oh, followed by the bob and afro, not just followed by the afro. Gotcha.
Surely you must have some interesting stories.
Nope.
That's an inappropriate question.
Alright, so we can't talk to her about her birthday plans.
Dishwasher's broken. What's wrong?
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
know. Why
yeah.
would-
They were putting the mug's face up. Got it. Blank is being blank by blank because blank picked up the blank blank. What? I have no idea. The culprit. I mean, it seems to act like we have everything we need, but oh. Oh yeah, we haven't been able to go in the server room yet. Ducks can breathe underwater for up to 72 hours. So we haven't been able to go in the server room, and we haven't been able to crack Margaret's computer here.
The PC is on, but they only have a single person answering the... That's
Yes.
surprising.
Okay. Me and sexy aliens. I guess I can't, like... I can't open it. And I haven't been able to get into the server room yet. I don't know what it'll prove or what it'll do when I get in there, but... We know that Laura hired us, so why?
Oh my god.
Wow.
It says it's locked.
It's locked. Okay. We need a way in there because clearly there's going to be something there that we need. But I don't know. All right. Blank is being blank by blank because blank picked up the blank blank. So the options here are bag, email, X, lunch, and mug. The options here are hungry, right, surprise, and wrong. Barabbas, Boris, Freddy, Laura, Manfred, Margaret, Rufus, Sophie, the Duck Detective, the Salami Bandit. I have no idea. I'm gonna take a wild guess that maybe it's Freddy? Like Freddy is being framed, maybe? By the Salami Bandit. Because... I don't know. Because I want to say, oh, maybe it's because he keeps taking the wrong mug, but I don't actually know. There's gotta be something else. You can't take the pond out of the duck. I would never.
What a fancy name. It says...
It says Ernst. Is there anything else for me
It's
to
a letter for
investigate?
an application for a promotion to Senior Customer Service Agent. Signed by L. Ernst.
What are you doing with my...
Sorry.
Alright, so it is for sure a safe. It swings open. Alright. I guess we didn't ask everything of Boris, but kind of thought we'd asked everybody about everything. So, let's go double check. Let's head out into the rain. Dramatic. Nope, we asked him everything. There's still one piece missing. But I don't know how to get it. I need to go in the server room. Ducks are 70% more likely to solve crimes. Interesting. I don't know. I feel like the game thinks I should know, but I don't know yet. Okay, so she hired me, and she's like, when are you getting what's-his-name fired? So... I don't know. Okay, because... Freddy... Let's do wrong mug. Because we know he's holding the wrong mug literally right now. Nope. Okay. Freddy is being framed by the Salami Bandit because Freddy picked up the wrong mug. Maybe that's not it. Boris. No. Boris. Freddy. Hints available by closing your journal. Okay. So this is supposed to be Freddy. And this isn't Freddy or Boris. Laura. Manfred. Margaret. Oh, that's even worse. Rufus. Sophie. I did. No. The Salami Bandit. Okay. I have no idea. The game says I should know, but I don't know. Okay. So we know that he's being framed for something. I'm assuming the Salami Bandit is right, but... Boris? The wrong bag, maybe? Maybe Freddy? Oh.
It was as I thought.
Okay. I thought it was about the bag. But it's not. Or I thought it was about the mug, but it's not.
Fredersen was actually being framed.
Okay.
This office wasn't as boring as it looked.
But how can we prove it?
When Freddy took the bus back and he went to pick up his luggage, he must have picked up the wrong bag.
There's no way this is the end
This
of it.
happened because there was another bag that's identical to his.
There's no way.
The bag that he picked up belonged to the Salami Bandit. This made him a target. And to get rid of Freddy, the Salami Bandit decided to frame him.
Everyone! It's time for you know what?
Is it happy birthday time?
Okay, get into position. I just texted
Aw.
her, so she should be here in a...
Huh? What's this?
Aww, it's a little surprise party for her, including us.
Surprise!
Oh, surprise!
Oh.
No way.
I do not want to run into the Salami band in the middle of the night. Me either.
This is all for me?
Heck yeah.
Huh? A letter?
There's salami in the gift.
Oh.
Salami? What a terrible present.
Uh-oh.
No, you silly idiot! The real present got stolen and switched for salami!
What?
It's the Salami Bandit!
What?
I saw an awful lot of high-grade salami in Fredrickson's bag.
What?
And now there's no question who the perpetrator is. I've been telling you all along, we can't trust Frederson. By the end of the day, he'll be fired.
Oh my
Mark
god.
my words.
Alright, Laura, calm down.
Seems like a bit of an overreaction to a present being stolen. Or is there more to it?
What did the letter say? Blank received the following presents from her colleagues. Okay. Sophie, obviously. Blank gave a plushie, gave a book, gave a necklace, and Blank got stolen. Okay. We don't know anything yet. Oh. Aww.
It'll
They're
be
there.
okay. You have the duck detective here to figure everything out.
I wasn't expecting her to be sobbing.
What can you possibly do? Leave me alone.
Oh, she's so sad. Oh, but these two are away from their desks. Ooh, that might be a good opportunity.
That's not nice at all. Who messes with someone's birthday?
Aw.
Do you think she liked my present? I
What
mean,
was
now
it?
she's crying, but I think I saw a sparkle in her eyes when she opened mine. I should really get back to work.
Stay where you are.
It's a heart-shaped necklace.
Oh.
Looks tacky.
Aw.
Someone gifted Sophie a plushie. It says limited edition.
That's probably from Laura. Because they're friends, so she would know what she likes. Okay. So these ones were just read-ems. This one is like a zoom in. Sexy Aliens Want My Number by Superstratus. Questionable title. Adult novel. Captain Brightbeak stared deep into the alien's eyes. There were 12 of them, and they were red. The eyes, not the aliens. The aliens were blue. And there were 43. All of them wore shiny metal armor, which shined like something shiny made of curved metal. The lead alien stepped forward. Captain Brightbeak could tell it was the lead alien because it was the one which stepped forward. It was also the most beautiful, the only one with purple eyes. It made a noise that sounded a bit like talking, from a hole that looked a bit like a pretty lady's mouth. The translation device the captain had invented word into action, translating the words into words he could understand. Hey, you look cute, a mechanical voice whispered into his ear. Can I get your number? Page 252. 621 pages. It's a long book. Why are you just now asking for the number on page 252? I'm so confused.
Oh, God. What did I just read?
Sexiness. Alright. Buongiorno, everyone. Quite unbelievable. I entered the office really easily. Lol. Sayonara, edgelords. I'm so confused. Not just Sophie, weird message. Yeah, it is a weird message. Edgelords, cocky attitude. How does that make somebody cocky? Salami, salami bandit.
I wonder what the purpose of that letter is.
To be weird as heck. Adding this to the case files. Birthday letter. Get. Alright, well, we learned something about sexy aliens. Every duck has a unique footprint. So maybe there's a piece of salami on this letter, right? That's what we learned. Ooh. Me in sexy aliens. Purple-eyed alien.
I cracked it.
Haha! Perfect. She is the self-insert. I knew it.
Let's see what secret she has on her computer.
Alright. She's browsing vacation stuff. She's planning a trip. Secret cake recipes. I just got rickrolled by the text in a game. It says never gonna give you up. .wav. I'm so upset. Arts. Lovers? Delete everything. What? Deleting data. Illegal activity? Accomplice. Airbus international vouchers for CS agents. Okay. So she has an accomplice who she told to delete everything, but they sent her heart emojis, and she's planning a trip somewhere.
Who is this person she's messaging?
Dunno. Weird. Ooh, maybe I can get into Laura's computer. Heck yeah. She's messaging Sophie. Alright. Something, but they're sexy now. Bye now. Oh my god, lol. Is he serious? What a dumb pin name. Ha ha ha. It's just his name backwards. The mystery author. And then in this one... Can the OO please clean their desk? I can smell it until here. What? Complaints. Hashtag complaints. Can the office outcast? Please clean their desk. I can smell it until here.
You definitely don't want to be Laura's enemy.
Wow.
This folder says Manual for CS Agents. How and when to create vouchers correctly.
Okay.
I'm falling asleep just reading the title.
Fantastic. Well, Laura reads it all the time. Alright, so we know a whole lot of nothing, actually. We still need one more word for the presents, 3 more words for this, 3 more words for the business. We got so much to learn. Lol, that's a clue, right? Sleepy. It's so boring it must be a clue. Exactly. We can't ask him about anything.
They really think I've done it.
Yes.
Duck
They
Detective, you have to help me.
Why would I?
You know it wasn't me, right?
What about your bag?
Did you not think it was strange that your bag was full of salami?
I mean, he's got terrible eyesight.
I don't know. I thought someone gave me a salami surprise. I'll eat salami sandwiches for breakfast, lunch, and dinner from now on.
No. Don't eat the evidence, please. Is there anything else to be gleaned from this? No. Okay. Alright, let's talk to you.
So, what happens to the cake now?
We all eat it? Cake added to clues. Okay. I can ask you about the
What do
weird
you
letter.
think about this letter?
People don't know how to write letters by hand anymore. What's with the weird line breaks?
What's with the weird line breaks? Okay. Ducks are excellent skateboarders. Alright, he moved, and there's a new thing out here to look at. Customers' procedures for passengers entering from the west border. Oh, customs procedures. Allowed goods. Personal items worth less than 500 schmark. Notify the local police about suspicious activity. And a number. Prohibited goods. Weapons. Plants. More than 10 trombones. Books not set in the interests of the eastern states, or books not in the interest of the eastern states, meat and potatoes. Scary. Customs. Imports. Alright, so these are people coming from out of the country. Luggage will be checked at the bus station. Brazil. Oh, the eastern states is in Brazil. Interesting.
What do they have against potatoes?
What do they have against meat? Oops. Wrong button. This one. Nope. Okay.
Maybe it was too romantic.
The
Did
heart
Sophie
pendant?
ask about me?
No.
She didn't.
Sorry.
I see.
Okay. I think he gave her the heart pendant.
Maybe I should have gotten her something more expensive.
Maybe. Alright. So. I'm assuming Boris gave her the necklace. I really think Laura gave her the plushie. And I guess maybe Margaret gave a book? Because it was the book that Margaret would have been reading. Should have gotten her a Gucci bag, right? That always means that your ex will love you. If you drop a duck, it'll always face north. But then, what did Boris, or what did the manager get her? Did he get her anything? Did Freddy get her anything? What do you think about the letter?
Do you know anything about this letter?
Well, it's obviously a cheap prank by Frederson. Only he would find this funny.
Why do you think that?
I'm guessing you're ready to present legal evidence of Frederson's misconducts.
Nope.
It wasn't Frederson.
Oh,
Everything is pointing towards him.
legally.
I will present the true culprits soon enough.
Well, I don't really care how long it takes you. This will be Frederson's last day.
I mean, just fire the man. You don't necessarily need to prove he's, like, folding a duck more than 7 times is theoretically possible. Do you need to prove he's the Salami Bandit to fire him, or can you just fire him? Like, his job is to make sure the trains run on time. They're clearly not. Ooh, can I get in here now that she's not here?
Says server room. It's locked.
Is there a key somewhere? Where do I find the key? I want to get in the server room. Is this an at-will state? I guess not. It must not be. We must be not in an at-will state. Ducks are the only bird that can fly backwards. Cube asking the real important questions.
This folder says Manual for CS Agents. How and when to... I'm falling
yeah.
asleep just...
Okay, so we know that that's what she needs. She needs vouchers. But the DMs from Laura and Sophie were saying something about what a dumb pen name. Haha, it's just his name backwards. Okay, so what was the name? I already forgot the name, honestly. Let's find out. Ducks are named after Sir Geoffrey Duck. Alright, it was the Alien book. Author's name. By Surfer Ceritus. Oh. Rufus, Rufus is the author. So maybe Rufus gave her the book. Because he gave her his own book. Rufus. Oops. Can't ask her about the letter. I don't really want to ask the crying lady about the letter.
Can you tell me something about
We
this
probably
letter?
have to.
Sophie won't even talk to me about it. I don't know what to do.
Wow. Okay. Fantastic. Alright, can't talk to her about it. Can't eat the cake. That's a pain. Right, we got that.
It's a heart-shaped... Looks
It looks
tacky.
tacky. Hmm. Interesting. Alright, Sophie received the following presents from her colleagues. Laura gave a plushie, Rufus gave a book, Boris gave the necklace, blank got stolen. Nothing got stolen? I don't know. Legitimately, don't know, because I'm pretty sure Laura gave her the plushie. It says we have 9 of 9, so it's got to be one of the options. Rufus gave a book. Boris gave the necklace, because he's, like, trying to get back with her. And either a bag got stolen, books got stolen, cake, letters, necklaces, nothing. Or plushies. What? Nothing got stolen. Nothing got stolen,
Oh,
really?
Nothing got stolen after all.
So why is she crying?
It seemed that the salami present was intentional.
Wait. So it wasn't stolen and replaced with salami? Okay. Blank received a blank blank that contained a blank blank. Hang on. Let me look at the letter again. Buongiorno, everyone. Quite the unbelievable... No, quite unbelievable. I entered the office really easily. Lol. Sayonara, edgelords. Why are the B and the E and buongiorno and everyone underlined? But nothing else is underlined. Because I was going to say, oh, maybe it spells out a message, but it just says B. B. Is there weird underlines in the other message too?
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Sophie received a blank blank that contained a blank blank. Received a nice, romantic, scary, silly. A nice... book, cake, X, letter, message, necklace, plushie, salami. It says I've got 14 out of 14, so... I don't know. I can't even talk to her.
someone gifted. It says
Yeah, that's from Laura.
it's a
This is from
hardship.
Boris.
Looks tack.
Okay. So she received a silly book, cake, X, letter, message, necklace, plushie, salami. Received a scary letter that contained a silly salami? 3 things must be wrong. Fantastic. Scary. Scary letter. Received a nice cake? Message. A nice letter? A silly letter? Oh.
Sophie was receiving threats.
I mean, she started crying when she opened it, so I was just gonna keep going through words until it gave it to us.
I needed to find out why.
Okay. Hungry, get your own lunch. Looking for editors, unpaid. But the only thing that we saw was B. Buongiorno everyone, so B-E. B... B something. Blank are being blank blank from blank. Books, buses, cakes, necklaces, plushies, salamis. Salamis, I guess, are being illegally imported from Brazil. No. Escargot. Hollandaise? Celestica.
That
Celestica.
explains all the high-grade salami.
I just guessed. Honestly, I thought it was going to tell us more about these scary messages.
Just needed to find out who was behind this. The mystery of the Salami Bandit was slowly getting unraveled.
I'm really just stumbling into these, which is not the best feeling, because it's not making me feel like, oh, I'm super smart, I'm gonna guess it right away. I'm literally just stumbling into these. So,
Western
fantastic.
goods are prohibited from entering and being sold in the East.
Okay.
This is why the Salami Bandit decided to make a business out
Okay.
of buying high-grade salami in the West, smuggling it to the East, and selling it at a high profit.
Hey, but you're doing it. That means you're the world's best duck
Also,
detective.
for some reason, Sophie received a letter from the Salami Bandit that had a hidden, threatening message.
Oh. It was all the
This
first
was
letters.
serious. I had to question all of the employees.
Hold up.
Thanks for coming, everyone.
I want to read the letter again.
Well, everyone except for Sophie. Where is she?
Slacking off, playing on her computer phone, like usual.
Computer.
She's
phone.
having problems with her family. She was at her desk and said she needed a moment.
I will start then regardless. I have made my deductions and drawn some serious conclusions.
Okay.
Finally! Is Freddy getting fired then?
Who is the murderer?
There's no murderer, Margaret. Calm down.
What? No one died.
I'm getting framed! I'm telling you!
What a load of baloney.
Salami, actually.
He is right, actually. He is getting framed.
What? Why would anyone bother?
That's a good question. Why would anyone bother?
Ah, that is the question, isn't it? Why would anyone bother?
Get to the point.
It's through my observations that I uncovered
Are we like about to solve it? Like it's just about to solve or
a
whatever?
conspiracy.
All right, conspiracy.
This is ridiculous!
I haven't told
Why
you
are we
what
still
conspiracy
listening
is.
to a random doc that waddled into this office?
I mean,
I'm leaving.
Rufus, please.
I'm a certified private investigator and...
Sorry, I needed to hydrate.
It's
I did it
okay.
myself.
Just tell us what you know.
All right.
Salami is being smuggled from Salsichia using your very own buses.
Ooh.
What's going on?
Okay, this is going too far. I really have more important things to do.
Wow. So he just dips. He's like, I don't want to hear all this.
That is really scandalous.
Wow.
Does that mean we're losing our jobs?
Oh my God, Margaret, calm down.
Maybe.
Well. Okay. So that's
Listen,
3
everybody.
people who've dipped.
It's really important that no one leaves the premises.
Okay.
I need to get back to work.
All right. So it's just these two.
Everybody's leaving?
So he leaves too. Fantastic.
I'm still here, Mr. Duck Detective.
Thanks, Freddy.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to read the letter again. All right. So, it highlighted the first letters of every single word, which is B, Q, U, I, E, T, quiet, O, R, so or, E, L, S, E. So it says, be quiet or else. Dang. Or maybe it just does say what it actually says, and we're just reading too much into it. Alright, he's lame. We got that.
This is getting intense, isn't it?
Totally.
Maybe you could need a little help?
No.
You seem lonely.
No thanks.
I could be your assistant. What do you
No,
want me to
thank
do?
you.
Decipher messages?
Nope.
Talk someone into telling us the truth?
They won't.
Follow people around?
Sure.
I'm pretty good at that.
Just stay here.
Where I can find you.
Like this?
Perfect.
Yep, you're doing great.
You're doing great, Freddy. Stay right there and don't move. Oh wait, there was something to look at back there. My bad. Alright. So we've already been in Margaret's computer, so we've seen all the juicy details about that. Oh no, just kidding. It was just the plushie. I thought it was something on the counter there, but... Margaret's.
Oh, who would hire me at this age? Oh, maybe I can be a real estate agent. I always
Yeah.
wanted to be a rich real estate agent.
Go for it, Margaret. Alright, what can we talk to her about? Nothing. Alright, so she's gonna freak out and run back and forth in the office.
Why
you
would
gonna do?
Laura recruit you to deal with the theft?
Why not?
Aren't there any other detectives who are actually qualified for the job?
You're sounding more and more suspicious, bud.
I've been doing very well so far, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, we're uncovering a conspiracy right now.
The truth will be revealed in the end.
Exactly. Alright. Hey, Boss Man. I know you might kick me out if I bother you too much, but like... Oh. He's not in here. Now we can look on this side.
It's a letter for an application signed by... Finally, Manfred is out of his office. Time to see what's behind his precious family portrait.
Is it a safe? Yeah. C500BD. Let me close this so he doesn't like see us doing stuff with it. C5. Let me see S. Hang on. We have so many suspects. Alright, CS would be Laura Angst. OO would be Freddie Fredrickson. And BD is himself. But I don't know how that translates to numbers. Alright, we need a 3-digit code, and he's written CS, OO, and BD. So CS could be customer service, OO would be office outcast, or operations whatever his title was. Operations something.
Detective work isn't easy.
No.
I was sure I would be able to crack this.
I accidentally pressed the hint button. What is his title? Office something. Alright, let's see. Found this calendar near the reception desk. The anonymous suggestions box near the entrance to the office. Found the suspicious bag filled with salami next to the crocodile's desk. People don't seem to treat this award with much respect. I'm sure to find more information if I can work out the password, which we did. I'm certain that behind this painting is a secret worth uncovering. News bulletins for the office. The lunch thief left behind a message signed by the Salami bandit. A map of all of Bear Bus's bus routes. An informational poster on the customs rules of Brazil. Her messages seem very dubious. It's good to see Laura take some breaks from work, mostly to complain though. This letter is a strange message, but there must be more to it. This might be the worst fiction I've ever read. Oh my goodness. Okay. Laura did not go back to her desk. Interesting. Let's see if Boris went back outside. Let's see what Boris thinks about things. I'm itching my legs, sorry. Oh, it's Boss Man. Hello, Boss Man. What are you doing out here, Boss Man?
It's not really a detective's job to spin crazy conspiracy theories, is it?
I mean, no, but...
Sometimes the truth is pretty crazy.
Watch it literally just be that Freddy is a salami thief or
Seems
something.
a bit cheap.
Cheap. Cheap added to the clues. Alright, let's go back to our clue list. The receptionist, blank got blank because blank wanted to blank. More business. Okay, so we've got 4 out of 12 words. That's a lot of words. And then 17 out of 28 words. Alright, Boris is not out here. So I guess we'll check the reception area. And maybe, just maybe, the server room will be open to us soon. I hope. My leg is really itchy. Ugh. I'm leaning. Sorry. Ooh, okay. Sophie is not here. That's not good. Oh.
She left? Just like this?
Did she quit?
Maybe she's at home. Should I look for her?
Did she quit?
Sophie left! And she left a note on the desk.
That's it. I quit. You'll never see me again. Sophie West. She quit her job. Sudden news. Never dramatic. Okay. Letter author. Okay. So this doesn't spell anything. So that's it. I quit would be TIIQ. Nope. You'll never see me again. Sophie Windheimer.
What a dramatic turn. I should
Quit.
keep this as evidence.
Okay. Resignation letter. She left her plushies behind. Hello.
Let's see. The last dialed number on this phone is 03051777.
Oh. Her cell phone is missing. Is here still.
It says it's locked.
It's locked still. Okay. Alright. That number sounds familiar, but the only place I remember seeing a number was outside on the customs poster. So let's go look there. Ducks can breathe underwater for up to 72 hours. We might finish this game in one run. That'd be pretty cool. But then I'll have to figure out what we're playing next. Okay. Notify the local police about suspicious activity. 03051777. It's the same number. Ooh. What if Sophie was like a plant or something? Could happen. Alright. Let's ask everybody about this resignation letter.
Did you read Sophie's letter?
I did. Something's off.
Okay.
Something's different.
Different. Okay. Something's different. Okay, these two would know her
This is
the
note
best.
Sophie left.
So,
Can you tell me more about it?
if there's something wrong about it, if she didn't write it, which I'm starting to suspect she didn't, because I think she called the cops, and then whoever is the Salami bandit wrote this letter. Because everything's
Doesn't make
scattered
sense
on
at
the
all
floor.
that she just suddenly leave. She definitely needs the money. And she
Okay.
would have told me. I'm her
Yeah.
friend.
Right, right. So, like, there's a call on her phone heading to the police. Oh, her computer. Unknown number. Any more, I'll tell them everything. Don't. You blocked this number. Click here to unblock. It's a fight. Alright. Blocked. No communication. Interesting. AITA for expecting my coworkers to remember my birthday. It's my 20th birthday today, and no one congratulated me. I don't need much, but at least a handwritten card would have been nice. High expectations. That's not high expectations. Expecting a birthday card from your coworkers on your birthday is not high expectations.
Can't believe she complained about this online.
That is very funny, though. AITA for expecting people to remember it's my birthday. Alright, Blank got ranked because she wanted to blink blank. We still need 6 more words, Jesus. Okay. And then I'm not even looking at the business part yet. Alright, so ask everybody about this running away.
What do you
We'll save
think
the
of
boss
this
for last.
note?
It's no surprise she's left, is it? Would you want to work with someone you've dated in the past?
I don't think that would cause her to leave. Because she would have left long before now if that's what it was about. Alright, can't ask him about anything else. Alright, let's go ask our goofy little crocodile.
What do you think of Sophie's resignation?
Oh? I guess Boris was overdoing it a bit with that present. I did tell him to cool off a bit. Why are people not listening to me?
Why would they? Okay. Rage uncaged achieved! Because we knocked over all the trash cans! That's amazing. Ducks sleep with one eye open because crime never sleeps. Do we get an achievement for, like, messing with all the chairs and stuff? Have we messed with her chair? Oh, we haven't messed with her chair because we can't. Interesting. I can spin so many chairs around, but I can't spin Laura's chair around. Can I spin his chair around? Ooh, we can snoop on his computer. I didn't even look. From bread to something. I'm trying to read. I'll hydrate, but I'm trying to read. It's me. He's stalking us because he's looking at our social media account. Eugene McQuacklin, Duck Detective. Throw bread to... I don't know. Throw bread to something. I want to read what my social media says. That's all I want. Look something something will something anything. I don't know. I don't know what I wrote. Clearly I wrote something. Murder at the Beaver's Dam. When the dam broke, Beaver... Somebody lost his mind. Oh, detective novel. Got it. Murder. A kidnapping and a kingpin. Never kidnap a king penguin kingpin or on his birthday. Wow. We got all of these very dark words from looking at his computer.
Someone is clearly obsessed with detectives.
Obviously. Okay. I'm just looking at things over and over again.
It's a list of all the most busy driver.
Yeah, that's true.
The 2 desks on this side.
Yeah. Got it. So they only have 2 customer service people. Alright, we gotta find some numbers. Numbers. This is today. What? A dumb pin name. It's just his name backwards. Okay. Can the OO please clean their desk? I can smell it until here. I think it's like operations officer, actually, but I call them the office outcast because it sounded better. Alright, there's some kind of number associated with each employee, but I don't know what they are. Alright, let's go ask the boss about this, see what happens. I don't know if we need to get into his safe before all this goes down or after.
Have you seen Sophie's resignation?
I mean, we took it, so probably not.
I can't say it comes at a surprise. She never particularly enjoyed her job.
Okay.
It's difficult finding replacements nowadays, though.
Okay. Okay, not surprised. He was expecting it. Interesting. I have no clue what to do. Alright. We have 10 out of 12 words. So there's still words we need. What are the words? Can I look at Margaret's computer again? Delete everything. Cutie. What about the manual again?
This folder says, how and when I'm falling asleep just...
Alright, I'm clearly missing something, but I don't know what. Something should be telling me the numbers I need, but I don't know what they would be. Seven. I don't think anything else really. Laura from CS is way too loud. I can hear her keyboard all the way to my desk. I'm assuming that's from Margaret. Swear to God, if someone steals my mug again, I'll end them. Okay. Suggestions. Nothing. The letter. We talked to her about the letter. We've done everything we can. with everyone so far. Can we go back outside?
I can't leave now. I need to solve the case.
Okay, okay. Go in. I can't get in the server room.
It says it's locked.
It's locked, okay. So I need the key to get in the server room. We looked on Sophie's computer, but this person was blocked. And we don't have all the words. Okay. Anymore, I'll tell them everything. Don't. You blocked this number. Click here to unblock. I wish I could unblock them for her. But also, she was using her computer to message them and not her cell phone. Interesting. Oh, maybe I should have gone back to the phone. We'll see.
The 2 desks on this.
Okay. Maybe there's something in his office that tells us.
What a fan. It says
Ernst. Okay.
it's a letter for an application signed by.
Alright, let's look at this again. CS/00/BD. I don't know how to translate Laura, Freddy, and BD. I'm assuming that's the bear, but Ernst. I have no idea. How would they equal numbers? I don't even know. Something tells me that that's probably the last thing we have to do, but there's gotta be something. But also, who is so good an artist that they drew him? That's what I want to know. Alright, we're missing some letters, which means we're missing something. Alright, we got all the words from here.
Are you writing another book?
No.
No.
I can be your ghostwriter.
No thanks.
I'll think about it.
Wow, we're so nice. And we've asked all these questions about everybody. Okay. We've looked at all this stuff. I'm just double checking that we have everything. Okay. Got it. Okay, so we are missing 2 words from this and 4 words from this. Now, I don't know if we have to get all the words to be able to solve it, but I would rather have them than not have them.
Maybe I should write a book too.
Okay.
It can't be that hard.
Wow. That's so mean. Alright, question her about everything.
Why would Laura recruit you to deal with the theft?
Recruit,
Aren't there
we
any
got
other
that word.
detectives who are actually qualified for the job?
Yes,
I've been
me?
doing very well so far, if I do say so myself.
Wow.
The truth will be revealed in the end.
Yeah.
Why
the
would
only
Laura
thing.
recruit?
It's the only thing he says. Okay. And we can't ask him about her resignation, apparently.
What do you think about this?
People don't know how to write letters. What's with the weird look?
Weird line breaks. The weird line breaks is because it's a clue. Okay. So nothing. Whole lot of nothing. I wonder if there's something out by the bus that we haven't, like, dug through. Alright, double check with you.
Does this mean I'll never see her again?
Yes.
She left?
She left. Maybe
Should I
she's
look?
at home. Should I look for her?
Sophie's parents are awful, you know.
Oh, I did not know.
I wonder if that's what made her run away. Sophie left! And she left a note on the desk.
Okay.
Let's. The last dialed number.
Why is the detective not, like, clocking that that's the number on the poster? Well, we know it is. So clearly she was going to report something. And now she's gone. There are no ducks on the moon. It's a shame, really. I feel like this will help me solve the case. We're not a goose, but we can act like it. I'm just like touching things at this point. Alright, we got all these. Do you have anything else
Look
to say?
what you've instigated.
Wow.
Now everyone is dilly-dallying around instead of doing their work.
You're welcome.
Was that different before?
Yes.
It's not really a detective.
Sometimes.
Seems a
So
bit.
he yelled at me. Okay, branch manager. Maybe he's not BD, because BD wouldn't be branch manager. So what would BD be? If you drop a duck, it will always land pointing north. I'm guessing we have to get into the safe because we're missing words, and I don't know what else they could be. Because we can't get into the server room. We can't find the key anywhere. So... Okay, CSOOBD. So what do I have? I have... Let's see. Sophie, who is the receptionist. I have Freddie, who is the OO. I have Laura, who is the CS. Oh, BD could be bus driver. Okay. So Freddie Frederson. There's not really a number anywhere.
It's a letter for an signed.
Application. Wow. So there's a number associated with each person. But what is it? Okay. I don't see any numbers around Laura. Laura. Someone from here. Sophie. Is there a number somewhere on her computer? No. And it's not like they wear like badges or anything that tell me. That would make it easy. Maybe they do wear badges. Come here, Freddy. I'm gonna look at you. We gotta look at Freddy really hard. Because it doesn't make sense for us to kind of stall out here.
What do you want
so
me
I'm
to do?
trying
Just.
Like
stay
this?
here.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. Just looking at you now. What number would be associated with him? I mean, he kind of looks like the number 7, but I doubt that's what it is. We're looking them all over. Nothing. I like that they get a lot more detail when you use the magnifying glass on them, but wouldn't we be able to see his teeth normally? I don't know. Okay, he kind of looks like the number 7, so maybe 7. But I got no clues about these two. This one is very distraught. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. 6. 12. No. I literally have no idea what number she could be. Right. She got 4 fingers on each hand. His is in his pockets. So I don't think it's based on hands. And I still don't know, like, what's going on with his face here. Is that just a thing that they have? I don't know. There's no numbers anywhere. Like, I could like pass my magnifying glass over him real slow, but there's no numbers anywhere. So I can't see his hands. Hers are 4 and 4 fingers. So unless Freddy has a different number of fingers, I don't know what could possibly be it. I don't know. It's a little strange to me because I can't figure out like what exactly he would be counting on each of them. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of. I don't know. I mean, it could be the fingers you can see. So, in which case she'd be 8 and what's his name would be 0 and then Freddy would be 4, maybe? I don't know. I'm guessing at this point. Freddy kind of looks like a 7. Let's see. So she would be, I think we decided 8 or 0. No. Okay. Is he the number 7? I'm guessing now. Okay, there's got to be numbers associated with each of them. Like I said, Freddy is shaped like a 7, but I doubt that's it. There's got to be something somewhere that tells me something about them. I don't know what. Or that note could be a red herring and it could be something completely different, like his wife's birthday or something. Which would make more sense, honestly. Okay. Nobody else's birthday is written on here. I'm guessing only Sophie's birthday is going to be anything related to this. I don't have any clue what in the world I should be doing right now. I guess we'll try to solve it, but I wanted to find all the words. Blank got blank because blank wanted to blank. Sophie got kidnapped because somebody wanted to leave? Sophie got kidnapped because Sophie wanted to leave? No. Go home. Cry. Freddy got framed because Sophie wanted to go home. 3 things must be wrong. Okay, yeah, no. I don't know what they could be yet. Sophie got kidnapped because the Salami bandit wanted to leave. I don't know. Nothing's really making sense at the moment, so I really don't know.
Sophie's parents are off. I wonder if that's what made her run away.
I doubt it. Just remember birthday. 20 birthday would have been nice. There's gotta be a number associated with each of them. I legitimately do not know. The only other thing I can think of is if we get in here.
It's locked. It says
Yeah.
It's locked.
It's locked. I know. We gotta be able to get in there, but I don't know how. We have to figure out how to open the safe in his office, but I don't know how. And there's clearly more words that I need, but I don't know how to get them. Blank, 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 to make him or her stay quiet about blank, 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 blank. Blank is the one that provides the blank to blank. Oh my god. That's a lot of words. And we still need 4 more. The receptionist. Sophie got, I'm guessing, kidnapped. Dated? Framed, kidnapped, murdered, stalked. So maybe I wanted to leave. Ugh, what are the numbers? Is it them? Are they the numbers? Because I legitimately can't figure out anybody other than Freddy, number-wise. And this lady's not helping. There's nothing going on here. I don't know. Come here, you. I like how she's super cute looking and like looks really young, and then you zoom in, she's a much older lady. I love that they add little details when you like really zoom in. Very cute. But also, what the heck? Okay. There's clearly something I'm missing somewhere, and I don't even know where to start. So I gotta be able to get in that safe. And as much as I would hate to sit here and just try every number forever, I might have to, because there's not really a logical way for me to figure this out that I've been able to find. Like, I can't look at like his kids' pictures or any of that. So CSOOBD. Okay. Let's try FREDDY LAURA BORIS. Okay. Maybe FREDDY, so 6 for him. Maybe it's 565 for the first letter of their name. No. Okay. CS something BD. Okay. So we know that, hang on, MARGARET. Maybe it's Margaret, not Laura. No. Okay. Frederson. FREDERSON. So it'd be 9. ANGST would be 5. So 59 PETROVIC 8. Okay, so that would make you 5, 9, 8. No. Okay. WHITLOCK. Let's try 8. 898. Dang it. Okay. Okay. He kind of looks like a 7. She don't really look like any letter, if I'm honest. And neither does he. Nope. Turning my head didn't help. I don't know. also missing 4 things that I need to pick up. So I've looked at Sophie's computer, I looked at Margaret's computer, Laura's computer, Sophie's computer, and Freddy's computer. He doesn't have a computer for me to look at.
It's a letter for an application signed.
Yeah. Signed by Angst. Herr Ernst, blah, blah, blah. There's gotta be something. There's something I'm missing. I don't know what it is, but there's something I'm missing. We know that the other 2 desks are just... Wait, is time actually passing? We know the other 2 desks are empty, and I can spin their chairs, which is very fun. Salami. A lot of money. Very high quality. Crime and thrillers.
It's a list of all the most busy driver out of all 4 seems to be Petrovich.
Okay. So the number 4 and Petrovich came up together. See if there's any other clues. There's Escargot, Slissica, Breeze, Bearbus. Nope.
The 2 desks on this side look unused.
2. And then he looks like the number 7? So maybe it's... Shoot, I don't know. There could be another number associated with what's his name. Okay, CS. There's 2. One of him... Oh, it's the number of the positions! Perfect.
I did it!
Okay.
Oh, I always wanted to open a ridiculously big safe.
He's for sure gonna catch us.
Let's see what secrets he has in here.
He's gonna catch us. Oh, the keys we need! Server room key? Dear Ingrid, I know I haven't been there for you and the kids recently, but things are looking up. I would love to take you to a romantic getaway to Hollandaise. Love, Manfred. Okay. 2 letters, different handwriting. Okay, I haven't looked at the second one yet. Man's employee of the month. TV in my room, keep quiet about the thing. Do all these and nothing will happen to you. Blackmail, enemy. Yikes. Keep quiet, fear of snitching.
Awful lot of security
Okay.
for a branch manager of a bus company. Wait, this keychain. Here it is. The key for the server room.
Is it gonna be full of salami? Yeah. I should probably close that. Alright. I have all the words I need for the receptionist. Okay. So if he got kidnapped because the salami bandit wanted to... Oh. Because Boris wanted to snitch? No. Oh. Boris got blackmailed because... No, not Boris. Manfred. His name is Manfred. Duh. Manfred because Sophie wanted to snitch. No. Maybe Sophie got kidnapped? Oh, because Sophie wanted to snitch. Got
Sophie
it.
got kidnapped.
Yes.
There must be more to this.
Okay. Sophie got kidnapped because Sophie wanted to snitch. I was legitimately about to change it to Manfred wanting to snitch, but it's alright. Okay. I bet she's in the server room. I bet we're about to crack this case wide open. And I bet you there's like 100,000 more achievements we haven't gotten yet.
Let's see what's hidden in here.
Let's find out.
What are you doing?
Secret detective business.
Come with me then. Suspicious person. Oh.
The electrical sparks and blinking lights created a claustrophobic atmosphere. I definitely felt that I wasn't supposed to be here.
No, you think? We're about to get got by the Salami Bandit.
In all these boxes.
Salami. Box added to clues.
I don't think it's meant to do this.
No, servers should not be sparking and flashing like that. Oh, I'm looking at myself. Oh. My tattered hat. I'm poor. There's bags under my eyes because I'm anxious. Aww. I'm so haggard looking. That's so sad. Crumbs from my... Oh, I have fingers, ew. Breadcrumbs. Shame. Oh.
Has that been there the whole day?
Yup. Everybody can see your breadcrumbs, bro. Terrible. Okay, how many more clues do I need? I need 2 more clues. Perfect. And I need 2 more words. Fantastic.
Honestly, this is nicer than my apartment.
Wow. Easy. Bear bus 100 schmark voucher. New unused 100 schmark voucher. Now selling for 80 schmark. And then another one. Oh, interesting. Sale listing for vouchers. Okay. Camera 03 playback 2:45 p.m. Okay, there's CCTV out in the parking lot. Lisa. How to delete eZay selling history. Dad, this is not Google. Who's Lisa? Computer illiterate.
What's up with these bear bus vouchers on eZay?
Wow, easy. Do I have all the words? I have all the words, okay. Blank, 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 to make him or her stay quiet about blank, 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 blank. Blank is the one that provides the blank to blank. Okay. Something... Blackmailed Manfred. So somebody or I guess the Salami Bandit. The Salami Bandit blackmailed Manfred to make him or her stay quiet about... Salami Bandit? Illegally importing... his friends, lovers, salamis. Blank is the one that provides the blank to blank. Salami Bandit is the one that provides the salamis to... I'm just putting Salami Bandit for a bunch of them. 3 or more things are wrong. Okay. No problem. What am I missing? I'm still missing an object. There's still an object I haven't found, somehow. Somehow, some way, there is an object I haven't found. So I'm gonna guess that, like, although I'm good, I probably need to find that last object. I just don't know what it would be. Who invented the bird?
What are you doing in there?
Nothing.
Snooping around, are we?
I'm a detective.
That room is strictly off limits. I even put up posters.
My bad.
This is for important detective work.
Huh?
Okay. So Boris is responsible for
Let's
something.
The last dialed number.
Alright. we're still missing an object. Between Sophie's computer and Freddy's computer, we should have found it. So, something we're missing. Also, the music got intense, so I'm guessing that we probably... Alright, there's something we haven't looked at yet. Even though we have all the words we need, there's something we haven't looked at. I don't know what it is, but it's something. Blah, 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 blah. What is our last object? Okay, book gift, Sophie's computer, something, Freddy's computer, resignation letter, open safe, server room, my reflection. Oh. We were probably supposed to solve it while we were in that room, but it's alright. Alright, there's an object we haven't looked at. That's not good. Because it really felt like our reflection was supposed to be like the last thing. So. But if that's the case, then... Oh yeah, server room computer, okay. So, somewhere between the gifts, basically. So Laura's computer, the birthday letter, the book gift, Sophie's computer, something, and Freddy's computer. Alright, we've looked in this. We've looked all over this. We've looked all over this.
It's a list of the
we
most...
can look at. Perfect.
The 2 desks on this...
The music got real jazzy. Alright, we looked all the way through her computer. We can't look through the manual, though, apparently. But also, it's somebody selling bus vouchers, and we know that he's computer literate because he's like talking about the phone. And the person with the eBay listings is a problem. Okay, looked all at her. We've looked at her computer because it's one of the things. We're just gonna put our little magnifying glass on it again. Okay, perfect. Back to the kitchen. I want to make sure we have everything before we start trying to solve this whole thing. Okay, the funky letter with salami on it. The book. That's an A, that's an A. That's a thing. Boop, 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 boop. Can I look at the cake? Cannot look at the cake. The fridge. We've done the fridge. Perfect. Okay. I'm trying to run through everybody really quickly and investigate everything, but I honestly think we've investigated everything. Somehow, some way, we're missing an object, and I don't know if it's because we missed it while we were running around normally, or if it's something that we can't find because we either like skipped over where we were supposed to find it, or something. Branch manager. This thingy. Okay, so we missed an object somehow, somewhere, and yet we have all the words. So the object itself probably isn't super, like, crazy important, but, like, I don't know. I'm kind of upset about it. I bet you I can go back in there. Let's just look over here real quick. Sophie's computer. Nothing else for us to look at. This thing. Dip right back in. Alright. Now we commented on this, but we can't actually investigate it. Computer. Myself. And that's it. Okay. So I guess we're just gonna be stuck with a missing object, which is really sad. Alright, the Salami bandit blackmailed Manfred To make him or her stay quiet about something. Wait, what did this say? Lisa. Oh, okay. Alright. Let's see. So I think it's, what's his name? The good employee guy. Rufus. Alright. It's probably a Salami unit. Rufus. Rufus blackmailed Manfred to make him or her stay quiet about the Salami Bandit. Illegally importing salamis. Rufus is the one that provides the salamis to Salami Bandit. Okay. Rufus probably is the Salami Bandit, so... Margaret. Stay quiet about Rufus. And Margaret. No, 3 or more things are wrong. Okay. Oh, the vouchers. Okay. Margaret. So... Rufus blackmailed Manfred to make him or her stay quiet about Margaret illegally selling vouchers. It's probably Rufus, actually. Oh yeah, it would be Rufus, actually. Rufus illegally selling. Margaret is the one that provides salamis to Rufus. The Salami Bandit. Manfred? No. So it said that I was right when I had Rufus there. 3 things must be wrong. No. Margaret. 2 or fewer things must be wrong. Oh, we're talking about vouchers. That's right. So what about the salamis?
So this is what Rufus and Margaret were doing with the vouchers.
Alright, but what does that have to do with salami?
It might be illegal, but this wasn't what I was here for. I needed to catch the Salami Bandit.
Right?
I quickly needed to find out where Sophie was being kept. I also couldn't let the Salami Bandit get away with this. It was finally time to find out who was behind everything.
Alright. Sophie is at blank's blank, comma, blank a blank. Sophie is at... somebody's... Boris's home. Oh, Sophie is at Bearbus's office, no, station, in a bus. No, in a box, in a trip, on a trip, on a trip, under a bus, under a box, under a trip. I think she's like in a bus. Station, office. Okay.
Oh my God! That's where she is being kept! It's important that I stayed calm now.
Yeah.
I couldn't alert the culprit, or all of this will have been for nothing.
Is the last object going to be a bus?
I needed to first figure out who is behind everything, so I could confront them.
Boris. Maybe it was Freddy all along. I don't know. Oh, this is exciting. Alright. We're just, you know, looking at everybody real quick. I will be the greatest duck detective in all of time. Alright. She's freaking out. I don't think she would be able to kidnap Sophie because she's too busy freaking out here. But the first person to leave here was Manfred, so it's probably him. He probably kidnapped her. And his eyesight's too bad to do anything. But I just wanted to look everybody over real quick. There are over 1,000 ducks. Did you know? I wouldn't have guessed. The object in question is probably... Oh. I'm supposed to solve the next mystery. But instead, I'm not doing that. Okay, so I'm not able to look at the buses. Is he already dirty? Blank is the Salami Bandit because blanks and her blank are blank. Boris is the Salami Bandit because Freddy and his bag are identical? No. Freddy and Boris? No. Handwriting? I gotta look at people's handwriting. Okay. The Salami Bandit. Buongiorno, everyone. Quite unbelievable. I entered the office really easily. Lol, sayonara, edgelords. Alright. Let's go compare it to Sophie's. Just cross her off the list. Because, you know. Okay. Here's quit. So Q is just like a 9, basically. Me again. Sophie Winterheimer. I legitimately couldn't tell you if those were identical or not. We're gonna go look. Alright. This is probably literally nothing, but I want to look and see. Because of course they're gonna make everybody's handwriting different. That's like half the point. We see a big Q. Unbelievable. Entered the office really easily. Lol. Sanitary's Lord. Okay. Actually, I have no idea. Maybe. Let's guess it. Sophie's the Salami Bandit because Salami Bandit and handwriting are identical. No. Okay. It was worth a shot. Boris. No. Laura. No. Freddy. No. Manfred. Oh.
Manfred is the Salami Bandit.
Okay, that was not my guess. I thought it was gonna be like one of the two selling
That
vouchers.
makes a lot of sense.
Does it?
Ironic that his handwritten note meant to frame Fredersen ended up incriminating Manfred instead.
Did it? I was gonna go look at his
Something
handwriting
was
next,
missing
but
here. Who else was involved with this? I had collected everything I needed. I just had to organize my thoughts.
okay. The dirty work. Blank is the Salami Bandit's blank because the Salami Bandit needed someone who could easily carry out the blank of the blank. I'm gonna guess Boris, because he had the gym bag full of salamis that I'm assuming Fredersen accidentally swapped. Accomplice. Easy carry out the importing of the sausages. Salamis, sorry. Yeah, Boris.
Salami Bandit wasn't working alone.
I like how we're shouting this in the kitchen and like Fredersen is just standing there.
It made sense for the bus driver to be involved.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling when he had the same exact bag as Fredersen. It's kind of my thought. The infatuation. Blank is the Salami Bandit's enemy because they used to date Blank, and the Salami Bandit needed someone who could convince Blank into Blank. Sophie is the Salami Bandit's enemy because they used to date Boris, and the Salami Bandit needed someone who could convince Boris into stalking? Helping. Murdering. Selling. Dating. No. Snitching. Dating. Helping. Murdering. Selling. Snitching. Stalking. Okay. Sophie is the slot. Oh, I don't know. Okay. So we know that Boris is the accomplice of Manfred. Sophie would be the Salami Bandit's enemy because she used to date Boris, and the Salami Bandit needed someone who can convince Sophie into helping. No. Manfred into helping. Into selling. Somebody into selling. Boris, Sophie, Laura, Freddy. I don't know, because I don't know what they're supposed to be doing with this. We have all 21 words, but I wish I could just like clear them. I don't know how to do that. Okay. Sophie is the Salami Bandit's enemy because she used to date Boris, and the Salami Bandit needed someone who could convince blank into blank. Stalking. When I put Boris, it says 2 or fewer things are wrong. Dating. Helping. Murdering. Selling. Snitching. I'm guessing it's helping. I'm guessing helping is the one. Okay. Sophie is the Salami Bandit's enemy because he or she used to date Boris, and the Salami Bandit needed someone who could convince Boris into helping. Accomplice? Oh, I thought they kidnapped her.
I couldn't believe Sophie managed to talk Boris into this. Aha! I had it all figured out now.
Oh, she was gonna flip on him.
It was time that I confront the culprits. But first, I had to free Sophie.
So she was gonna flip on Manfred, so he kidnapped her. Okay, all right. Oh. Sophie!
Sophie! What happened?
Ah.
What's going on out here?
Just booking it. Oh, these two.
Why is everyone yelling?
This looks dramatic.
Yes, it is. So dramatic.
Kind of a long story.
Allow me.
And guess who deduced said long story?
Me. It's me.
The one and only Duck Detective.
Read the room.
Wow.
This is how everything went down.
Just completely ignores her. Fantastic.
The Bretzel Bearbus branch was suffering losses and had their budget cut as a result. Manfred, worried about the financial stability of his family, felt himself backed into a corner.
Gasp.
This is when he became the Salami Bandit. He made his grand plan of salami smuggling and realized he couldn't do this alone. He recruited Boris, since it would be easiest for the bus driver to load and unload the wares discreetly. The bus would go through a customs check at the Salsiccia bus station first. And then Boris would take a detour to get the salami and load it onto the bus. This is why the buses always had a huge
delay.
It wouldn't be easy to talk Boris into crime, so Manfred convinced Sophie to join the team. Boris's obsession with her would make it easy for her to manipulate him into helping with their plan.
Gasp.
Everything was going well until the Duck Detective, that's
Yes.
me, infiltrated the
That's
office. Freddy was meant to be the scapegoat for the crime, but I'm not fooled that easily. Sophie began getting cold feet and ultimately wanted to confess to the police.
She tried to call them.
Manfred couldn't have this, so he interfered.
Straight
In
up
an
kidnapped
outburst
that
of
girl.
panic, he abducted her and hid her in the luggage compartment of one of the buses.
Wow.
And this is why Manfred stole Laura's lunch.
What?
What?
Everything is figured out, but who is truly guilty?
Why would he steal her lunch?
Manfred, Sophie, and Boris are all involved in the smuggling. Who should get arrested for their crimes? Manfred was the mastermind behind everything.
Who stole the lunch? That's
Should
what we're here for.
Manfred get arrested?
I mean, yes.
He is the reason this all started in the first place.
But that doesn't answer the ultimate question.
Of course he should be arrested.
Can I
What
say
about
no at
Sophie?
that point?
Without her, the smuggling wouldn't have been possible. She manipulated poor Boris.
Everybody
into taking the
here,
salami
except for
across
Laura
the
and
border.
Frederson, I'm guessing, is going to be like, oh, they should be arrested.
Should Sophie get arrested?
Yes.
What she did was clearly illegal.
I should replay this so that I can put no.
She needs to face the consequences. Boris was at the end of the chain. Had he refused to take the salami on board, the plan would have not worked out. Should Boris get arrested?
Yes.
He might have not realized what was going
Everyone.
on entirely, but that doesn't mean he's not liable for engaging in the smuggling.
Everybody is guilty. Guilty, guilty,
All right.
guilty.
I've made up my mind.
We all get arrested.
I will report to the state police. Manfred! Sophie! Boris!
And I do it again! Anything to secure my family's well-being.
I'm not sure grand-scale salami smuggling was necessary for that.
How else was I going to cope with all the budget cuts? If anyone actually worked in this office, we wouldn't have such terrible performance in the first place!
Laura works in this office. She works hard.
Hey, I work!
Right? She's the only one.
Yes, and then you keep asking for promotions. How am I going to give anyone a promotion if we have people baking cakes during working hours?
I mean,
And while we're at it,
that's fair.
Rufus! How dare you embezzle money from the company and then threaten me?
Yeah.
That's... Rufus said we're only doing that until his book takes off. And then I'll play the lead alien in the movie adaptation.
Wow.
Look who's going to jail now, Manfred.
Oh, you're going to jail too, buddy.
Not me, that's for sure.
Yeah, you are actually.
Can
I say that? Can I say that he goes to jail too?
Nothing.
What is this? If I had known that calling the duck detective would result in this, I would have never done it. You were supposed to find out who stole my lunch, not accuse my best friend of smuggling.
Wow. Aw.
I knew this was a bad idea from the beginning. Why did Boris have to lose the bag? My God, he is such an idiot!
Okay.
I had no idea it was that important. Why didn't anyone tell me about the plan?
Oh.
You said your cousin was ill. And the only thing that would make her happy was the salsiccia salamis.
Wow.
I should have known.
Wow.
If you're stupid enough to believe that, then you're also too stupid to bring a couple sausages across the border.
Wow.
Wow, you really did quack the case, Mr. Duck Detective.
What about those guys? They were doing illegal stuff too.
You're just as cool as I imagined.
Come on now, Fredderson.
I'm not done.
The truth.
Wait.
Truth is an ugly mistress.
I mean, I solved it, but like... What about the other ones?
Duty to throw bread to the fine beak of Lady Justice.
Okay. Ducks migrate thousands of miles in winter to escape your whining. Hey, I'm not whining. Alright, thanks Happy Broccoli. This was very, very cute. This whole thing was cute. I don't know if there are other, like, endings or anything, because it did say, like, oh, as long as you, like, actually, like, you have to actually plug the right things in. You can't just plug random people's names in and then it'll work. But what's getting to me is the fact that nobody else was served justice. So I'm wondering if, like, I can say no to the three of them going to prison and then, like, something changes about the ending there. Like, if I say no to Boris going to jail, like, does he, like, escape from, you know, having to be arrested, whatever. Oreo the cat, love it. That was very, very cute, and I loved it quite a lot.
Oh,
and
crap.
I didn't get paid.
I completely forgot to collect my payment from Laura. Everybody already went home. How am I going to pay for the bus?
Well, I guess I'm not.
Guess I'm walking home.
Aww. Oh, hey, it's Frozen.
Need a ride?
Oh, Lord.
I just booked this
Freddy.
one. It's been such a long day after all.
No, thank you.
Come on, it'll be fun! Plus, you must be tired after all the detective work.
Yes.
I really don't.
Please?
I mean, it beats walking in the rain.
Great! Now I finally have time to tell you all about my ideas for your
Oh,
social
God.
media.
Please don't.
Please don't.
I could get you tons of publicity.
You should be focused on the road.
No.
And imagine, we can team up,
No.
Absolutely not.
and I can be your sidekick.
This is so freaking cute. Aww. Aw, I love this. This was amazing. This was really, really cute. I did think it was gonna be a little bit longer, but I'm honestly not that disappointed. I was completely delighted the whole way through. I have no idea how to see my achievements, but we know there are some because we were winning them as we played. Oops, I didn't mean to start the credits again. What happens if I hit continue? Did it just save at the end? Oh yeah, it saved at the end. Okay, interesting. There's still an object we didn't find, so I definitely want to keep looking for that. Oh, there's an exclamation point in the kitchen. Why is there an exclamation point in the kitchen? Does that mean that's where an object is that I didn't find? Why is there an exclamation point here? But I looked at everything. Oh, I didn't look at everything. Hello. KTS Enjoyer, banned. Almost dead. Are your parents still angry at you? KTS Enjoyer. What is happening? Angry fight? Message nonsensical. Was that it?
This is curious. Why would she write like this?
She was posting while she was getting kidnapped. That's Laura's phone, so that's not Sophie's phone. But she's posting to her Twitter or Twitter equivalent nonsense. So what happens if I say no, none of them get arrested? Okay. Manfred is the Salami bandit because Salami bandit and his handwriting are identical. So we already solved it.
Manfred is that
Makes a lot of sense.
something.
Was missing. Who else was involved? Boris is the accomplice. Carry out the importing of the salamis. We're just skipping through real quick because I want to see what happens if I say no.
It wasn't working. It made
It
sense.
made sense for the bus driver to be involved.
Detective work isn't easy.
Nope.
I was sure I would be.
I will be able to crack this. And then we figured out Sophie was also the accomplice because they used to date, convince Boris into helping. So fast.
I couldn't believe.
I couldn't believe it. I figured it all out, but first I had to free Sophie. Yeah. We're gonna say nobody goes to jail this time. Let's see what happens. I bet if I say no, he'll be like, no, they're going to jail anyway. Sophie, what's going on out here?
Why is
Or if I
everyone...
say no, maybe Mr. Frederson gets
It's
fired and then
Kind of a long.
I get paid.
And get
Guess who
No.
deduced it?
this.
Read the room.
The Bretzel Bearbus branch was suffering losses and had their
We have to watch
budget
the ending
cut
all
as
over
a
again.
result. Manfred, worried about the financial stability of his family, felt himself backed into a corner.
We're just dancing along.
This is when he became the Salami Bandit. He made his grand plan of salami smuggling and realized
That doesn't
he
even
couldn't do
seem
this
like that
alone.
lucrative of a business.
He recruited
How much
Boris,
salami
since it
are
would
they
be easiest
reasonably
for the bus
selling
driver
in like a
to
single
load
thing?
and unload the wares discreetly.
Falling. It's supposed to be up here.
The bus
on
would go
shoulder.
through a customs check at the Salsiccia bus station first. And then Boris would take a detour to get the salami and load it onto the bus. This is why the buses always had a huge delay. It wouldn't be easy to talk Boris into crime, so Manfred convinced Sophie to join the team. Boris's obsession with her would make it easy for her to manipulate him into helping with their plan. Everything was going well until the Duck Detective, that's me, infiltrated the office. Freddy was meant to be
I'm
the
having too much fun
scapegoat
with
for
that.
crime, but I'm not fooled that easily. Sophie began getting cold feet and ultimately wanted to confess to the police. Manfred couldn't have this, so he interfered.
She literally
In an
called the
outburst
police,
of panic,
so
he abducted
realistically,
her
they should have been
and
on the
hid her
way.
in the luggage compartment
Unless that's like
of
their
one of the
non-emergency
buses.
line or something. In which case,
And
maybe.
this man.
What?
Manfred stole Laura's lunch.
Everything is figured out. Manfred.
I
who
still
should
don't
get
understand why
arrested
he
for their
stole
crime?
Laura's lunch.
Manfred was the. Should Manfred get arrested?
No.
He was the planner, but he technically didn't get his hands dirty.
I'm gonna say no.
Not to mention what it would do to his poor family.
We're just gonna let everybody
What
go
about
free.
Sophie. Without her, the smug she manipulated. Should Sophie get arrested?
No.
Manfred clearly was the one who gave the instructions. Sophie was naive to follow along, but I don't believe she is truly liable. Boris was at the end of the chain.
Nobody's going to jail.
refused to take the should Boris get arrested?
No.
He didn't even realize what was happening. I don't think this is a basis for arresting someone.
I'm the best detective.
A crime was committed, so there must be someone who is accountable. I
Really?
need to make up my mind.
I have to pick one of them?
Everything is figured out. Manfred, Sophie, who should get
Who should get arrested?
Manfred was the. Should Manfred get arrested?
I'm gonna say yes to Manfred, but no to the
He
other
is
two.
Reason? Of course. What? Without her,
What about
she
Sophie?
Should Sophie get arrested?
No.
Should Boris get
Boris
arrested?
get arrested. No.
He didn't even realize what. I don't think this is a bait. All right.
So I have
I
to
will
pick who
report
gets
to the
arrested and who doesn't.
Manfred! And I do it again!
Wow.
Anything to secure my family's well-being.
I'm not sure grand scale.
How else? If anyone actually... We wouldn't
work.
have such...
Yeah, I
Yes.
work.
How am I... If we have...
All right, at Rufus. How dare you embezzle money?
Look who's come, not me.
Who's going to jail? Not me, that's for sure.
I stand by...
Wait, if we don't arrest Manfred,
you
does he
really
like
did
do
whack.
something about that?
Just as cool as I.
Not now, Fred.
Not now, Frederson. I wonder if we
Truth
don't get Manfred arrested, if he...
is an ugly
Like-
mistress.
Oh. Wait.
But it
Oh
is
yeah, it
my
didn't arrest the
duty
other two.
To throw Fred to the fine
Fine
beak
feet.
of
Lady Justice.
Lady Justice.
That's so cute. Okay. Do I get the same ending? Oh. We did not get the ending with the car. Oh, interesting. I wonder if we didn't get it because it's not the... Oh, it is happening right now. Just kidding. So I'm walking home. There's Freddy. Need a ride.
Come on, plus.
Thank you. Please. Alright, so we get to sit through this.
Great. I could. And
I can get you tons of publicity. Be your sidekick. Okay. I wonder if that means that's not the true ending. Like, I wonder if there is a second ending, like another of the little cutscenes. So we saw Manfred get arrested. So now we're going to just label Boris. Did we get the object? We did not get the object. Okay. So I don't know what makes the game save, but I need it to save at like the last thing. So I'm gonna do everything except the last deduction and then go outside and see if that'll make it save. Because I'm thinking when it's loading like that, it might be saving. Someone forgot their phone. Blep. KTS Enjoyer. That's the band. Blah, 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 blah. Your parents still angry at you? Also, somehow we had the word fight without actually looking at that phone. So we must have gotten the word fight from somewhere. Alright, let's do the first two. Alright, Manfred is the Salami Bennett because the Salami Bennett. And here's her handwriting. Are identical. Detective approved.
And something.
Something was missing. Who else was involved? Boris is an accomplice because he needed someone who could carry out importing of the salamis.
The salami bandit wasn't working out. It made sense.
And we're gonna go outside. I'm hoping that that is the save, because if it is, we may be able to just do the last one when we come back for the third time. Or fourth time, rather. Okay. Sophie is the accomplice because she used to date Boris. He's someone who convinced Boris into helping him. So fast.
I couldn't believe.
Couldn't believe it. I figured it out. I have to free Sophie. And then we just run to the bus because we were already right here.
Oh.
Ugh. Alright, this time only Boris is guilty. We're skipping through all this because we've seen it before. I'm wondering if not getting Manfred arrested leads to something involving Rufus. Read the room.
The Bretzel Bearbus branch was suffering losses and had their budget
I want to
cut
see all
as a
the
result.
endings. I mean,
Manfred,
there's got to be
worried
like
about the
alternate
financial
endings,
stability
right?
of
Like
his
there's got to
family,
be
felt himself
something
backed
different.
into a corner.
But
This
it could
is
just
when
be
he
who gets
became
arrested in the little
the
cutscene where they
Salami
like
bandit.
handcuff them.
He made his
So,
grand plan
who
of
knows?
salami smuggling and realized he couldn't do this alone.
It would be sad if I get just
He
Sophie
recruited
arrested,
Boris,
like on her birthday.
Since it would be easiest for the bus driver to load and unload the wares discreetly. The bus would go through a customs
Of course, if I get
check at the
Sophie arrested, she'll
Salsiccia
probably
bus
flip on the other
station
two.
first.
So,
And then Boris would take a detour to get the salami
I wish I
and
could
load it
skip
onto
through
the
this.
bus.
I don't know
This
how to
is
do that.
why the buses always had a huge delay. It wouldn't be easy to talk Boris into crime, so Manfred convinced Sophie to join the team. Boris's obsession with her would make it easy for her to manipulate him into helping with their plan. Everything was going well until the duck detective. That's me. Infiltrated the office.
It's the that's me.
Freddy was
It
meant
just
to be the
it's getting
scapegoat
me.
for the crime, but I'm not fooled that easily. Sophie began getting cold feet, and ultimately wanted to confess to the police. Manfred couldn't have this, so he interfered. In an outburst of
Kidnapped her.
panic, he abducted her and hid her in the luggage compartment of one of the buses.
We'll only have to watch this one more time because I want to see what happens if we name just Boris, and I want to see what happens if we name just
Manfred get arrested.
Sophie. He was the planner. What about
Should
Sophie?
Sophie get arrested?
No.
Bo-
She was naive.
Boris get
Boris
arrested?
get arrested. Yes.
He might have not, but that doesn't mean
doesn't
he's
mean
not,
not liable.
right? I
I will report Boris.
The police? I didn't do anything.
You know very well you assisted in organized smuggling.
I didn't. I thought I was helping Sophie. She
Wow.
said her cousin was ill. And the only thing that would make her happy was the salsiccia salamis.
Wow. She giggles.
But look at him. He's such a nice guy. I don't believe he could ever do something wrong.
He, has.
Has though. He literally did.
Ignorance is no excuse in the eyes of the law.
So we let Manfred off the hook, and we let Sophie off the hook.
Wow, you really did. You're
Whack
just
the
as cool.
case, just as
Not
cool.
now.
Not now, Frederson. Okay, so nothing about the embezzlement.
Truth is an ugly mistress.
Aw. Oh, Manfred's in the back
My
grinning,
duty.
and so was Sophie.
Throw bread to the fine
Okay.
of Lady Justice.
Justice. Okay. Does that mean that, Frederson will still take me home? Or is this like the bad ending? Let's find out.
Ah,
Ah, crap, I didn't get paid. Guess I'm walking. No, he's still there. What does he say then?
I
Need a
just booked
ride?
this.
I just booked this one.
Come on,
No,
plus.
thank you. Please. Fine. I wonder if this is gonna be the ending no matter what.
Great.
It's
Now
just
I'm
these two.
fine.
Please don't.
Please don't.
And-
Get you a ton of publicity. We can team up. I could be your sidekick. Okay. Alright, so that happens every time from the looks of it. Alright, now next it's gonna be just Sophie. Let's see what happens then. And then I guess I could do it one more time and do just Sophie and Boris, but I don't know. Alright, where are we at? It looks like the last section. I'll take it. Alright. Sophie is the accomplice because she used to date Boris. Needs someone who can convince Boris into helping. At least there was no murder in this
I
one.
couldn't believe.
I couldn't believe it. I figured it all out. I have to free Sophie. That would be a terrible day. You think everybody forgets your birthday, then they throw you a surprise party, then you're being threatened by the person you're helping smuggle things with, or smuggle things for, and then the next thing you know, you're kidnapped because you're gonna tell,
Why is it?
and then I come along and I send you to jail.
I know.
And who deduced it? It was me! I'm gonna tell you the story
Bretzel Beer Bus branch
again!
was suffering losses and had
Fantastic.
their budget cut as a result. Manfred, worried about the financial stability of his family,
I just want to see what
felt himself
happens,
backed
like,
into a corner.
if there's any other difference. Because there's definitely a
This
difference
is
in the
when he
artwork.
became
Because in the
the
background, like,
Salami
Manfred was, like,
bandit.
grinning,
He
and I think
made his
Sophie was
grand
smiling,
plan
too.
of salami
So I
smuggling
wonder
and
if, like,
realized
and obviously
he
the
couldn't
dialogue
do
was a
this
little different.
alone.
But I
He
wonder
recruited
if,
Boris,
um,
since it would be
like, Boris is
easiest
gonna
for the
say
bus
something
driver
because, like, we got
to
Sophie
load and
arrested.
unload the wares
Or, like,
discreetly.
if we're gonna be, like,
The
shunned
bus
by
would go
everybody
through a
because we
customs
only
check at the
arrested
South
Sophie.
Sicia bus station first.
I was trying to arrest nobody. I want to
And
arrest
then
Rufus
Boris would
and
take a
Margaret
detour to get
for
the salami and
making all
load it
those
onto the
vouchers.
bus. This is why the buses always
Because
had
they're
a huge
stealing
delay.
money from the company,
It wouldn't
embezzling,
be
really,
easy to talk
and
Boris into
selling
crime.
these
So
vouchers that they're
Manfred convinced
creating
Sophie to
so
join the
that,
team.
like, they can make
Boris's
the money
obsession
directly.
with her would make it easy
So,
for her to manipulate
I
him
don't know.
into helping with their plan. Everything was
Thing was going well
until
until the duck
the
detective.
duck detective,
Fancy.
that's me, infiltrated the office. Freddy was meant to be the scapegoat for the crime, but I'm not fooled that easily. Sophie began getting cold feet and ultimately wanted to confess to the
I'm
police.
still not clear on why in the
Manfred
world
couldn't
they
have
had to
this,
steal
so
Laura's
he
lunch.
interfered.
I
In an
don't
outburst of
understand that
panic,
part.
he
It's
abducted
never
her
explained.
and
How
hid
do
her
we
in
know
the
that that's why
luggage
he stole her
compartment
lunch?
of one of the
Why did he
buses.
need to steal her lunch? Why did he feel it was necessary?
And this is what Manfred stole Laura's
What?
What?
Every
Exactly.
man-
That's the what.
Should Manfred get arrested?
No.
Without she
She manipulated Boris. She's a femme fatale, yes.
Had he refused to should
about Boris?
get arrested?
No, because he didn't know what he was doing.
I will report
Sophie.
What is this? If I had known that calling the duck detective would result in this, I would have never done it. You were supposed to find out who stole my lunch, not accuse my best friend of smuggling.
She cried.
I knew this was a why did Boris have to lose the bag? My God, he is such an idiot!
I had no idea it was that important. Why didn't anyone tell? You said you.
You said
and
your
the
cousin
only
was
thing that-
ill.
If you're stupid
enough to
then
believe that.
you're also too stupid.
Yeah. So
Wow,
she calls him
you
stupid.
really did. You're just
Really did quack the case. Okay.
The truth. The truth is an ugly mistress.
Alright, so Sophie's arrested.
And it is my duty to
People are
throw
crying,
Fred to
and
the
he's like
fire
grinning in the background.
of
So
Lady Justice.
I don't think there's an ending that is like perfect. I mean, maybe if we just did Sophie and what's his name because Boris was not in the know, but I don't really feel like doing it 2 more times. Because this part doesn't change, so I don't really think there's a good ending. Or like the best ending.
Oh, come
This
on.
is
it'll be
as good
fun.
as it gets.
Plus,
So
please.
unfortunately I think this is the only ending that
Great.
exists.
Now
So
I finally have time to tell you all about my ideas for your social media.
Please don't.
please don't.
I could get you tons of publicity.
No.
And imagine, we can team up,
Absolutely not.
and I can be your side.
So yeah, I think those are probably the only endings. The only thing that changes is just the arrests that are made. If I do some digging and find out that there's like other endings or other directions I could have taken this, I'll probably try it over again. But it doesn't seem like there's anything that really changes. So, ooh, dyslexic font, nice. So that was Duck Detective, The Secret Salami, which was a ton of fun. I was so into it that I didn't even realize that I had gone so late, and I am going to pay for it in the morning, but we're gonna talk about that. So that was a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to find another game to play for Mystery Mondays because this one went way faster than I thought it would, but it was because it just flowed really well and it was really easy to follow along and really easy to just get into it. So this was an absolute blast. Highly recommend it. I don't know how to get the other achievements or even how to see what achievements I have. And I don't know if there are other endings. So if there are, we may go ahead and pick it up again. But for now, we're going to leave it here. We'll probably start something new next Monday. And then, of course, we'll be back tomorrow with more Palia. And I think there's actually an update rolling out tomorrow. But it may be rolling out Wednesday. I'll have to double check. And then, of course, Wednesday, we've been playing Stardew Valley, so I'll play that some more. And then Thursday, of course, we'll be back with more Endless Ocean Luminous, because I am having a ton of fun in that game, just exploring and seeing the ocean and seeing all the really cool stuff that they do in that game. So, thank you everybody so much for tuning in. I hope you have a restful, relaxing rest of your evening. I hope you get a snack if you need it, and I hope you remember to hydrate, because it is good for your brain and your body. We'll be back tomorrow around 6 p.m. Central Standard. And of course, if you missed the beginning, you're more than welcome to watch the VOD. You're more than welcome to watch this later on YouTube. And yeah, check me out on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram, even though I don't post on those as much as I would like. I do keep up with the YouTube more often than I don't. And I am trying to get better at that. So anyway, I can talk more about that some other time. Thanks again, everybody, so much for tuning in. And I hope to see you all again real soon. Bye!